Well, well, well. It's time for some football. Let's go. Dallas Cowboy fans, we are less than 20 minutes away, or we are about 20 minutes away from the Dallas Cowboys playing the Rams. I know it's only preseason, but we are feeding for some football. So let's go. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And if you like this video, this live stream, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time we post another video or go live. And if you haven't become a channel member, subscriber yet, please do. We have a lot of great things coming up this season. Let's get it. So, this is what we are going to be talking about today. We are going to be talking about the players to watch. The players to watch. Brandy says she is at the stadium about to watch the game. Yep, go Brandy. Let's go. Shout out to Brandy. Brandy, I'm telling you, I am excited to watch. A lot of people have been asking, like, who's the player that everybody's excited to watch? Well, for me, it is Phil Maffa. I know a lot of people are looking for Joe Milton. No, I'm looking for Phil Maffa because I'm thinking that Phil Maffa is going to be the future back for the Cowboys. And so today it's 5:40. The game starts at 6. We got a shoddy countdown I want to see if we can listen to real quick. We have a Phil Maffa. Might not be able to get to the press conference on Phil Maffa, but I'm going to give a few words on Maffa, some players to watch, Joe Milton III, and then we may watch about the first half of the game together. Let's see how it goes. But nevertheless, I am excited. We got some football. We have football tonight. Man, that lets us know, man, it's getting close. It's getting close. It's getting close. It's getting close. This means that the Cowboys will have their first game very soon. Let's go. All right. Let's get a quick roll call in real quick because I want to get right into this before the game starts. So I only got about 19 minutes. So I'm going to try to get a lot of things in 19 minutes. So, as you can see on the screen, these are going to be the topics again. Shoddy countdown, Phil Maffa press conference, player to watch, Joe Milton III subject matter. All right, let's get this quick roll call in. Then we're going to get this thing going. Let's kick it. All right. John Jones, it's a New Jack City. He said, what up, G Money? What up, John Jones? Randall Armstrong, what up with you? Brandy again at the game. My sister Mahoney, what up? Douglas Harrison, 6117. Let's go. Yeah, it's Maffa time for me. It's Maffa time. Ty Howard, let's go. He said, here comes the fun. Brandon Cup, what's going on? My sister from the beginning, what's going on, Nisi? I'm ready for the game too. We're gonna see if we can do it. Nisi said, hit that like button. I'm with you. Brandon said also, G, why are the fans ready to dub a backup is better than our starter when he has never played an NFL season or even a game? Brandy, it is crazy to me. This whole Joe Milton mania by the fan base. It's crazy to me. Lucky Fullwood, what's going on? He said, I want to see something tonight. I do too. Phil Maffa's what I want to see. Star Guardian X in the crib. Appreciate that super chat. He said, don't get to down Cowboys Nation. Shotty said this will be a vanilla game plan, not scheming to win, just to watch the players. Go Cowboys. Yeah, I still want to see Phil Maffa. Douglas said he looking for Mingo. Randall Armstrong, what's up? All right, let's get into this thing. Cowboys for life, let's go. Alfredo Morales, El Chuco in the house. What's going on? Ace Wade 17, what up with you? Good to see you. Good, everything going good. All right, so for the next few minutes before the game starts, so let me skip to one thing real quick. Let me skip to John. Let's see. Somebody already said that Brian Schottenheimer said this is going to be a very vanilla game. I'm not surprised. So no surprise there. No big surprise there. So I want to get to the players to watch tonight. We're gonna maybe do the Phil Maffa thing later. Let's get to this because I want to get into the players to watch real quick. Since I only got 15 minutes, I got a late start. I want to get into the players to watch for me, and then I want to talk about Joe Milton. The players to watch for me tonight, since they are going to be looking at players. I want to pull up this Cowboys roster real quick. And I'm going to tell you exactly who I'm looking at. It's not a lot of players that I'm really looking at in particular. I'm just going to really be looking at the whole game, but I'm really looking at a couple of players in particular. I want to see what Phil Maffa looks like. I am very, very interested in Phil Maffa because Phil Maffa, to me, this is kind of played into Phil Maffa's hands. So we got the running back room is kind of injured. The Cowboys signed Malik Davis. The Cowboys might as well sign Malik Davis to a doggone lifetime contract. Cowboys might as well sign Malik Davis to a lifetime contract because it seems like every time the Cowboys need a running back, they go back to Malik Davis. And I don't know, not to say anything bad about him, but it's pretty obvious that the league is not excited about one Malik Davis. But I'm looking at Phil Maffa as a running back. I want to see what he's going to do because I got a strange feeling the Cowboys are going to try and run the ball again in this preseason game. And at the end of the day, I mean, how vanilla can you be? I mean, really, how vanilla can you be as the Cowboys? Let's pull this depth chart up real quick. How vanilla can you really be as the Cowboys? So when I look at the offensive side of the ball, we already know we can just knock these starters all off. None of these starters will be playing tonight. Just knock them all off. But when we get to that second level, of course, you won't see Ryan Flanoy tonight. The guy to me to watch as a wide receiver will be Trayshawn Holden because him and Joe Milton seem to have a very good connection in training camp. I think another one is going to be Jonathan Mingo. We might get a full dose of Jonathan Mingo tonight. I think he is going to be out there. I don't know for sure if Nate Thomas is going to be playing, but I would definitely like to see if Nate Thomas gets some snaps, what he is going to look like tonight. I'm very interested to see what does Princeton Fant looks like tonight for the Cowboys as far as a tight end goes. I didn't see a lot about Tyler Neville. I want to see if Tyler Neville is going to get some snaps tonight as a tight end because he's one of these guys supposed to be real good. John Stevens Jr. Because from what my understanding is, Brevin Stanford has taken a step back. It's kind of what I've been hearing. Brevin Stanford has taken a step back. But again, I think Trayshawn Holden is going to be the receiver to watch. I think Brooks has been what Brooks has been to me all of these preseasons. Jalen Cropper is another guy I really want to see as far as what he does tonight. But again, if I'm thinking offense, the players to watch for me in particular, Phil Maffa, Trayshawn Holden, Joe Milton III. And we're going to come back to the discussion about Joe Milton III in just a moment. When I'm looking at defense, again, a lot of these starters, you can go ahead and knock them out of here. I don't think a lot of these first-line starters are going to play. But as far as our second line of defense, I'm wondering if we're going to get to see Jay Toya tonight. Very interested to see Jay Toya. But if there's anybody I really want to see, it's Donovan Ezeraku. I want to see him really get busy tonight, see what he can do. I'm thinking that, let's see, Ezeraku is my main guy I want to see. Another guy I want to see, Shamar James. I really want to see if Shamar James is going to be able to get it in tonight. Definitely want to see that. And then as far as everyone else goes, it is what it is. I don't think our cornerbacks we might have a hard time tonight, y'all. I'm just going to be honest with you. This is an evaluation game. We might have a hard time tonight. Now, the cornerbacks tonight will not be playing against Devontae Adams. Thank God, and Puka Nacua. They won't be playing against them. So maybe they'll look better against the Rams backups tonight. But, anything as far as our cornerback crew, we just want to see what they're looking like. So for me on defense, the 3 players I'm looking for, Donovan Ezeraku, Jay Toya, and Shamar James, which, of course, are our 3 draft picks. So I want to see what they're going to look like tonight. Because other than that, I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of these other people like Kyrie Elam. We would probably want to see him, but I don't think the Cowboys are going to risk Kyrie Elam with as slim pickings as they are at the cornerback position. You're not going to see him or Deron Bland tonight. So, again, Trayshawn Holden, Phil Maffa, Joe Milton. That's my 6 players. Let me go to the comments real quick before the game starts. We got about another 10 minutes because I want to give a very deep discussion on Joe Milton III tonight. I want to give a very, very deep discussion on Joe Milton III for about 10 minutes before the game starts. Let me go to some more. Let me go to some comments real quick. Cowboys for life. He says he's looking for he's looking for Phil Maffa also. Yep, he said he's looking at Phil Maffa. He said Maffa has a chance to ball with Blue out. Man, he's got a chance to prove himself tonight for sure. Douglas said Jay Toya, Maffa, Mingo, Zion Childress. Yep, about the same for me. What up, little D Texas 37? Nisi said it can be vanilla, but a little Oreo cookies, so it's not boring. Oh, no doubt. I'm with you, Nisi. No, we're going to see something tonight. We got to see something tonight. Dominique, what's going on? He said, unfortunately, won't be able to check you live tonight. Got work tonight, but I'll check back the replay. Oh, no worry. I don't know how long I'm going to go because I want to come back for the post-game show. So what I may do, we may watch maybe the first and second quarter, and then I'm going to come back for the post-game show tonight. That's what I'm looking forward to, but I want to check in a little bit today, kind of give the people who want to be watching tonight, and then maybe watch the first or second quarter with you guys tonight, and then we're going to come back for the big-time post-game show tonight. Yeah, we're going to go live twice tonight. We're going for that post-game. But let me tell y'all why now. I don't care how vanilla. That Schottenheimer says that this game is going to be. Let me tell you something. No one else is going to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this. Joe Milton better do something in the preseason. Let me tell you why. Joe Milton better ball out tonight. I don't care how vanilla it is. Joe Milton better look good tonight. J.J. McCarthy balled out. Man, the dude for the Giants, Jackson Dart, balled out. And did anybody catch Shedeur Sanders last night? Dude looked like he'd been in the league. Shedeur Sanders looked like he's been in the league 3-4 years. And the reason why I say this, because as much as people want this Joe Milton mania, there is no way you can be a second-year, 26-year-old quarterback and not be as good as what we've seen already from these other young guys. These guys, I'm telling y'all, they have balled out. Man, I'm telling you, they have balled out. Milton got to ball out, y'all, I'm telling you. Milton has to ball out. And the thing that I noticed, and I've been telling y'all this, and I keep noticing, everybody keep talking about, tell me it is not insane that a backup quarterback has a has a nickname? A backup quarterback? What? This is crazy to me. That a backup quarterback. We've already given him Bazooka Joe, Rocket Milton. What? Stop this stuff. Stop it. Why are we doing this type of stuff? It makes no sense. But I'm telling you this. Joe Milton better look good tonight. Tonight, he better look good. Because the preseason was the undoing of Trey Lance. The preseason was the undoing of Trey Lance. No, Milton, Fullwood, and believe me, comedian Alabama, I appreciate you. Believe me, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm calm, but I'm saying preseason is no excuse, because it was being said that Joe Milton was challenging the quarterback over there in New England, who was the first round pick. So Joe Milton should be playing in his second season like a first round pick. This is the second season. Surely he ought to be playing good. Or at least he got to look. I'm telling you, he at least got to look as good as those guys. I mean, doggone it, man. Shedeur Sanders got drafted in the 5th round, which there is no way that should have happened, but it did. Joe Milton. Let me tell you something that I noticed about all these quarterbacks that did extremely good. These last couple of days. I told y'all this before, and this is what I'm looking for tonight with Joe Milton. I noticed Joe Milton has a tendency to do two things. Dak Prescott talked about it. Stephen Jones even talked about it. He has a tendency to still pull down the ball and run rather than going through his progressions and finding the check down. He still has a propensity to run. The second thing he does, Joe, still following his draft profile, he loves the big play. He loves the big play. He's always going for the big one. I told y'all before, it is rare in games that you're throwing even beyond 40 yards. It's rare. You're not going bombs away in these games. I'm sorry, you're not. That's maybe a 2 to 3 times tops per game. It is not about who can throw the farthest. It's about playing quarterback. And what we have seen from these young quarterbacks that have been playing over the last couple of days, what they have done well is play quarterback. And if you look at how far they're throwing, they're not throwing 65-yard bombs, wowing everybody. No, they're playing quarterback. They're going through their progressions. They're making the 5-yard throws, the 10 yards, the 12 yards, the difficult throws the throws that Shedeur Sanders made in the end zone were crazy. I mean, those were difficult throws that Shedeur Sanders made. Shedeur Sanders is not known for having a big arm. He's not known for having a big arm. He's not known for being a big quarterback. He's not known for running the ball. But you know what he can do well? Play quarterback. Shedeur Sanders can play quarterback. There is no doubt in my mind this dude can play quarterback. I'm telling us, man, quarterbacking is not what we or our media keeps making this about. Joe Milton can throw the ball a mile. I don't care. I don't care if Joe Milton can throw the ball a mile. All I'm concerned about is, can Joe Milton play quarterback? That's all I'm concerned about. Can he play quarterback? I don't want to see, I don't care about him running the ball. I don't care. We've seen that stuff. I don't care. I don't care about running the ball. I don't care about throwing it 75. I don't care about the farthest I've thrown is 95 yards. Bro, you're not going to get to throw the ball 95 yards in a game. Rarely. Can you play quarterback? Can you go through your progressions? Find the check down. Can you manage the game? Can you manage the clock? Can you follow the script that the coaches give you? Can you do the things that quarterbacks do? Can you command the huddle? Can you manage the game as far as the players around you? Can you do those things? Or will you continue to be exactly what your draft profile says? Splash plays, but you can't string together consistency. That's what I'm looking for tonight with Joe Milton. Because I am telling y'all, these quarterbacks that have played so far, well, if they're doing that, then what should Joe Milton be doing? What should Joe Milton be doing? Even with a quote-unquote, even with what's being called a vanilla offense. Now, I ain't giving that to him. These other guys, I'm pretty sure they're not showing off the whole package either. I'm sure the coaches aren't bringing out the entire repertoire. But what they did bring out, quarterbacks look good. Quarterbacks look good. Gary said that's a fact. Appreciate you there. Alfredo says, he said, this is right after one game. You're ready to anoint Shador as starting Browns quarterback, but Milton better show out. No, Alfredo, it's not just Shador. It's not just Shador. J.J. McCarthy looked good. Not only did J.J. McCarthy look good, Jackson Dart looked good. And I'm going to tell you this, Alfredo. The Cleveland Browns. Shador Sanders has the Cleveland Browns, Alfredo, in a choke hold. Alfredo, I've been following this team because I'm a big Deion Sanders fan. I love Shador Sanders. Alfredo, do you not realize that Shador Sanders has the Cleveland Browns in a chokehold? They already wasn't giving him first-team reps. Barely was giving him second-team reps. He was getting the least reps of all the quarterbacks for the most part, but he was having a lot of production with the least amount of reps. He comes out in a preseason game, looked that good. Jersey sales in the NFL, Alfredo. He has like some of the biggest jersey sales. As the fourth-string quarterback, the Cleveland Browns, the fan base are rabid about him. They are rabid. Did you look in the crowd last night? Saw all the Shador Sanders jerseys. The Cleveland Browns, the worst thing that could have happened to them last night, Alfredo, was Shador Sanders debuting the way that he did. Because he looked, even with Jackson Dart, even with J.J. McCarthy today, so far, Shador Sanders has looked head and shoulders above most of these quarterbacks. Head and shoulders. I want to see what's going on with Cam Ward, because I am telling you, Shador has put the Cleveland Browns in a headlock. The worst things the Cleveland Browns did, if they didn't want to start Shador Sanders, you never should have drafted him. When you draft a player like that, I'm telling you, he wins a fan base immediately. He wins a fan base immediately, I'm telling you. Now, and the reason why I'm going back to Joe Milton III, Alfredo, he ain't no rookie. Joe Milton ain't no rookie. The talk was that Joe Milton was giving the quarterback in New England fits. Okay, if he was giving them fits, then let's see it in the preseason. Let's see it, because you're about to be showcased. The media has been going crazy talking about Joe Milton. So, no, Alfredo, we got to see something. What's all the talk about? Because nobody should be talking about a backup quarterback the way the Dallas media is talking about a backup quarterback. It's crazy to me. Comedian Alabama, I'm exactly with you. Man, you got to earn a nickname. Man, you got to earn a nickname. I want to see it. Mikey, 405, don't expect much though. Now, like again, let me tell you what I'm expecting. Can you play quarterback? That's all I'm looking for. Can you play quarterback? I'm telling you. I watched the game today with the Minnesota Vikings. And again, I expect J.J. McCarthy to look kind of like he did today. He's a first-round draft pick. Of course, I'm expecting J.J. McCarthy to look good. J.J. McCarthy played good in Michigan. I'm expecting J.J. McCarthy to do what he did today. I'm expecting it. Jackson Dart, I think his name is. Have to admit, I was a little bit surprised. I was a little bit surprised today with Jackson Dart. I was a little bit surprised. He looked really good. And he can run the ball. Jackson Dart. Hey, man, Russell Wilson, I don't see him starting long this year. Jackson Dart looks pretty good. Rookie. Joe Milton, y'all, 26 years old. Second season in the NFL. We got to see something. Everybody keep hyping him up. We got to see something. What is he? Well, okay, you want to call him Bazooka Joe. Rocket. Man, let me tell you, I love Brian Schottenheimer. Love Brian Schottenheimer. And I'm just going to take his words in context. But when I start hearing somebody say, I haven't seen anybody throw the ball like Joe Milton except for Brett Favre, Brian Schottenheimer. Comedian Alabama said for me to calm down. Brian Schottenheimer, calm down, bro. Man, when you're saying stuff like that, I'm not saying stuff like that about, no, I'm just not saying stuff like that. I'm not saying stuff like that. We've seen quarterbacks with good arms before. We've seen quarterbacks with big arms before. Let me tell you, people don't understand how big of an arm Jamarcus Russell had. Jamarcus Russell had a cannon. Jamarcus Russell could get on one knee and throw it 65 yards. That's what they said. On a knee. 65 yards. We've seen big arms before. This league is not about big arms. This league is about playing quarterback. That's what it's about. Nisi said, I'm in New Jersey and saw someone in Giantsville with a Sanders Brown jersey on. Nisi, he has taken the Cleveland area by storm. All right, look like the game is on. Wow. I am blown away. Mozzie Smith is out here. Mozzie Smith is out here. Mozzie Smith being out here in the preseason tells you that they think he needs work. I'm excited about Perrion Winfrey. I forgot about him. Very excited about Perrion Winfrey. All right, so the quarterback is Bennett the fourth for the Rams. All right, I see Maurice Leofau out there. Bell, okay. Thomas, Wanye Thomas. Bell and Wanye Thomas are going to be the future safeties for this team, y'all. Like the Rams got a little 2-yard gain there. I like that. Yeah, Douglas, let's get it on. Ace Wade 17, he said bingo on Shador. No doubt. All right, let's see. Second place, 2nd and 8. All right. First down by the Rams. See, guys, this is what I was telling you, too. When you start talking about these bend, don't break defenses, a lot of people don't realize when you're talking bend, don't break defenses, you got to have super studs on those defenses. Because if you have super studs on those defenses, they don't bend nor break. They don't even bend. They rarely bend and they don't break, at least except every blue moon. Eberflus has this get to the ball defense. And again, y'all remember what we talked about? You can drive on his defenses from 20 to 20. From 20 to 20 is what you can do on his type of defense. The issue becomes once you get to the 20. And that's when his type of defense is supposed to tighten up. But again, looks like somebody's down for the Cowboys. Let me speed up. Let me see who that was. Okay, we'll see who that was. I can't tell who that was. Anybody can tell who that was that got hurt? Me make sure I stay ahead, stay with you guys. I had I paused it earlier. So let me make sure I stay up. Anybody see who that was that got hurt? But again, hold on, let me do a little bit of house cleaning here. But again, I'm very interested to see Phil Maffa tonight, and again, very interested to see one Joe Milton the third tonight, because after seeing these rookie quarterbacks and seeing JJ McCarthy, and as much as and I don't think all of us are doing it, but I do think as much as people keep trying to hype Joe up, and this is why I keep saying I kind of wish people would allow, rather than just trying to expect, because let me tell you what I think that people are doing. I think people full well are expecting Joe Milton to play at some point this season, as in taking Dak Prescott's spot on the field. I think that's where people are. They won't admit it, but I think that's where people are. And the thing that's even more disparaging for me, I think some are hoping it. I think there are people who are hoping that Dak Prescott goes out so Joe Milton could take over. I noticed this phenomenon with Cooper Rush, and I never could understand it. The Dallas Cowboy fan base, the part that hates Dak Prescott. Okay, that was Peyton Turner. Okay, he's up and going. The part of the Dallas Cowboy fan base that does not like Dak Prescott, they were willing to go 9-8 with Cooper Rush rather than going 12-5 with Dak Prescott. Make that make sense. All the stats showed that the Cowboys were better offensively, defensively, scoring points. They were better every which way but loose with Dak Prescott. And people would say, yeah, the Cowboys played better with Cooper Rush. In what world? They played different with Cooper Rush. They didn't play better. Again, another gain by the Rams. That one looked like about a 7-yard gain. Yep, 2nd and 8. Again, y'all remember, we've already previewed this. The thing about this bend don't break defense is between the 20s, it gives up gargantuan yards. What the goal is of this defense is to try to put you in passing situations so that they can make plays. Looks like Bell, nice hit. Hurt his shoulder a little bit, though. Yeah, that's a tough hit right there. All right. Again. Now we just saw who was that right there? I couldn't see who number 30 was. Let me see what the depth chart pulls up. Now again, see, Matt Eberflus's defense is also predicated on something else. It is predicated upon the cornerbacks being able to tackle. And that number 30 right there that was Robert Rochelle. That was Robert Rochelle. So Robert Rochelle just missed a tackle on the tight end, led to a 4-yard gain. He went deep on him. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Robert Rochelle again back there. Toasted. Ooh. Ooh. Man. He might should have dove for that one. He probably could have got it. Woo. He toasted Robert Rochelle. And like it's a hamstring. Hamstring. Yeah, like a hamstring. All right. So this is one of these issues, like I said, with these bend don't break defenses. The bend don't break defense of one Matt Eberflus. It doesn't work unless you have super studs out there. It just don't work. And you're going to give up a lot of chunk yardage. A lot of chunk yardage. So it looks like the Rams is going for it on 3rd and 6. I guess they said preseason. Who cares? Oh! Oh, that's Elam out there, ain't it? Who's that? Wait, number 25. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go to the depth chart. No, I don't think Elam is 25. Hold on. Can't be my man Elam out there getting toasted like that. Let's see. That was Andrew Booth. Boy, Booth. Man, teams used to find Booth last year. Y'all remember that? If I'm not mistaken, he was the one that teams would just find out there and just brutalize him. Let's see here. He got him beat for sure. Did he get his feet in? Yep. Got him in, look like. Yep. Drag the feet behind him. The ball can move as long as he don't. If I'm not mistaken, I think the ball can move as long as it don't come loose. I think it can move a little bit. We'll see what's happening. All right, let's see what some of you guys are saying. Again, let me go back. Nisi said something. I don't know if I read it, Nisi, but you were talking about, I think I did read it. You said you were in New Jersey and you saw in Giantsville with Sanders Brown's jersey on. Man, he's taking it by storm out there. They absolutely love this guy out in Cleveland. And man, Douglas, yep. Expect Milton to flash. Also expect him to throw a couple in the stands. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to see what it do. Davion Wallace, fam, what up? What's going on with you? Good to see you. Gwen Bowden, what's going on? Yeah, Joe Milton has proved he can keep up with them beasts that are on the field. Hey, I'm telling you, Gwen, hey, this is second season. We got to see something because if he was out there pushing the other quarterback like this, then let's see what he does. Gregory Davis said, this is my theory on Milton. Okay, let me see what else you wrote on there. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, Nisi, I think that's what they're saying. I think they're saying Mozzie needs snaps. I think they said Mozzie needs snaps. Man, I think they said Mozzie needs snaps. Brady said, I'm watching the game and listening. I hope I'm not too far behind. I'm trying to make sure I stay up. I paused it earlier. All right. Yeah, Dak Delusional fans. Yeah, I'm looking at Mingo too. I'm looking for Mingo. But I'll tell you this, Dak Delusional, I think it's going to be Trayshawn Holden tonight. Him and Joe Milton got a crazy connection. Yeah, I'm looking for I'm thinking it's going to be I'm thinking it's going to be Trayshawn Holden. Dak Delusional fans said $60 million a year, Milton not coming in. Oh man. D Lunatic, appreciate that $2 super chat. Appreciate you. Yeah, hey, Brandy said out there from SoFi Stadium, she said she not liking what she's seeing from the defense. Hey, I'm telling y'all, did we not discuss this? This Matt Eberflus defense, it gives up yards. It gives up yards. I'm telling you it does. And you got to have studs out there for this defense to truly be successful. Now, it's not the starters, but from what I can tell, the Rams don't have their starters out there either. So, wow, he just stepped all up through the middle of the defense. What's that number? Let's see. Let me go. Number 93. What was this out here? Number 93. Okay, that's Jay Toya. It's Jay Toya and Peyton Turner out there. Let's go. Let's go. Goal line defense. Goal line stands. Let's go, Cowboys. Okay, the quarterback tried to insult us and sneak it in. The quarterback tried to sneak it in on us. Don't you dare let this dude get this in on us. Okay, Turner. I like that. Turner is another guy to watch. He's another one of these guys we got in, former first-round draft pick. I'm excited about Turner. Now, you see where they're running the ball? They ran that ball right at that one tech. Look at there. Look at there. Yep. Right there. They ran it right at Jay Toya. Now, if you look at Jay Toya's draft profile, I don't know if y'all saw Jay Toya's draft profile. One of the things that they talked about with Jay Toya is when you run straight at Jay Toya, it's like running into a brick wall. But the moment you run perpendicular to him, he has a tendency to not be able to shed blocks. He has a tendency to not be able to shed blocks, get off those blocks, and get those stops. That's Jay Toya. That's Jay Toya. I'm always interested in these guys' draft profiles because, man, it's a little, to me, when you know these guys' draft profiles, this is how you can tell how much progress they're making. How much progress are they making? Okay, we know what the draft profile is. We know what the scouts said about them. Now, when they come here, they've been around our coaches for a little while and been in OTAs. They've been in training camp. Have they been able to progress? So we're gonna see. But again, and they ran right at the Cowboys on that one. And again, this is what I told y'all about these bend don't break defense. It's the preseason. I know. But they're playing backups too. We do want to know how good our backups are just in case some of these guys come in. So if these are our backups, they have to come in. We want to see, we want to know how good are they, what if they would have to come into a game. So 7-0. Yeah, Mikey 405. That boy should do a ball out, boy. Yeah. Deion Jefferson. I'm excited to see too. Let's see what he can do. Because he gonna be in a shootout today. Shoot. Boy, he gonna be in a shootout today, look like already. Come on, Cowboys. Let's go. Carolina Cowboy got me wrong. Carolina Cowboy said quarterbacks will be in the Hall of Fame against Booth. Straight up. Straight up. I'm looking for Joe Milton to Travion. Okay. Okay. Calm down. Joe's a little excited. I'm pretty sure Joe's a little excited. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a little excited. He went through his progression. Okay, like Jonathan Mingo's out there. Jalen Tolbert. Okay, Jalen Tolbert's probably playing the one receiver. And then we got Jalen Cropper. Okay, I'm looking for Trayshawn Holden tonight at some point. I'm telling you, him and Joe Milton have been having a serious connection. Bro, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to Deuce Vaughn. Nothing against Deuce Vaughn, but if you're going to throw the Deuce Vaughn, you got to throw it a little lower. Both of the throws have been a little high. Deuce Vaughn, I totally understand. Now, let me tell you what happens with a quarterback, and I've already told y'all this. This is no hate on Joe Milton. Now, did you see that last throw? Let's watch it. They putting it in slow motion. Now, look what he did. See, you get quarterbacks like Joe because they got these rocket arms. They think they can put ball in places that nobody else can put them in. Now, he went through the progression. Jalen Tolbert actually wasn't open. So pull him to the sideline, get out of your head. If nobody's open, then you're going to have to run. If nobody's open, you're going to have to run. I can see him going through his progressions. But beyond looks like so far, none of those plays were open. And my question is this. Why not run the ball? 3 straight throws. 3 straight throws by the Cowboys. Why didn't we run the ball? Why didn't we run the ball? I mean, I know it's the... If we're going vanilla, run the ball. Run the ball, boys. Neezy says they know that defensive tackling down. Oh, boy. Neezy, you want to know what the crazy part is? Jay Toya is basically the D tackle. Nah, boys got it. I'm telling you, I don't care if his defense is predicated upon the one tech. I don't care. The Cowboys better do something. They're going to have to bring in a one tech. I don't care what they say. They're going to have to bring in a one tech. They're going to have to bring in a one tech. Now, Deion Jefferson, let me tell you something. Woo! Cutting all up through the Cowboys defense. Deion Jefferson, you said, man, Joe, calm down. Now, this is what I did not like about the Cowboys last year, Deion. Watch this. Calm Joe down. You know how we calm Joe down? Run the ball. Run the ball. That's how you calm Joe down. Run the ball. Get Joe some running plays. Get Joe some running plays. They are running right at that one tech. Are y'all watching this? They are running right at that one. Right at that one. They're running right at it. Mikey 405 said Jerry better sign. He said Jerry better sign Michael right now. Woo! Boy, they running through the heart of that Cowboys defense. It's crazy. They running right at him. They running right at him. I'm telling you. And they're running, I'm telling you, they're running right up those A-gaps. Y'all notice it? They're attacking the Cowboys right in them A-gaps. Somebody must have told them, boy, like Nisi said, they must have told them, boy, them defensive tackles for the boys. That's the preseason, and we know it's the backups, but dang, go it. Great penetration by Maurice Leofold there. Great job, Maurice. Hey, man.
Put some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all say my name, put some respect on it.
This is the second time they went for it on the fourth down, Cowboys. Come on now. What? Who is Bennett the fourth? Who is this dude? Come on, man. Who is this dude out here? Boy, hold on a second. Boy, somebody made a comment back here. Got me rolling, boy. Quinn Bowden said, gee, Booth is some trash. Boy, it's like, boy, they find Booth and just go at him. Oh, man. Thankfully, he dropped that because he was wide open. I don't know who this number 15, who is this? I don't know who this dude is, but they done missed him twice. He dropped the second one. The first one, he was wide open, and he just overthrew him. Who is this, Rochelle? Boy, Rochelle is getting toasted out there. No, okay, that was Booth. Okay, so Booth is number 25. I think Booth was another one they were toasting last year, if I'm not mistaken. I think they were toasting Booth, too. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Get Stephon Gilmore to fall right. Hey, it's too bad that Daniel Lim ain't on here. Hey, Nisi, I'm sorry. I'm just saying it. I'm just saying it for what it is, Nisi. We might better be thinking about Christian Wilkins too. I know we've been talking about I know some people been talking about Christian Wilkins is weird. Shoot, yeah, we can work with that weirdness. We need somebody in the May gaps. See, again, the thing about this type of defense, now we understand some of the stuff that Brian Schottenheimer was talking about because, you know, you needed outside in. Matt Eberflus defense predicated upon good cornerback play, good tackling cornerbacks. But if they're out there getting toasted, boy, they're gonna be their head's gonna be twisted on backwards. 2nd and 5 for the Rams. They running right into May gaps again. Donovan Ezraku coming out. You know, if I were the Cowboys, I would definitely be playing Donovan Ezraku very sparingly. I'm playing Donovan Ezraku very sparingly. I don't need Donovan Ezraku out there a lot. I might want to see about maybe 10 to 15 plays from him tonight. I'm about to say they tackled him. I guess if you can't stop him, tackle him. I guess tackle him if you can't cover him. You can't cover him, boy. Woo! Yeah, Douglas, Maurice is nice. Maurice is nice. Nisi 80 what? Nisi said they're going to bust us in the mouth, run it down the middle. Oh, they killing us in the mid gaps. Whoa, the move he put on Marquise Bell is crazy. He put a move on Marquise Bell. Okay, Bennett is from Georgia. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on a second. You're right about that. I forgot about that dude from Georgia. Okay, that's who that is. I saw them do like a little write-up on this dude because of how good he was at Georgia. Oh, yeah. Okay, yes, Stetson Bennett the fourth. Okay, yeah, he won the 2 national titles. Yes, I remember this dude. Okay. Well, he played really good at Georgia. Played really good. So, okay. He ain't looking too bad against Cowboys. He ain't looking too bad against their backups. Now, look at that play right there. Again, like I told you about this defense. The bend don't break. This is how it looks when you don't have super studs out there. You got to have super studs. You do. Wait a minute, hold on a second. Boy, I got me laughing. Wait, Douglas said, can never forget Booth at Philly last season. Boy, no. Philly was literally looking for this dude on the field. Like, where is he? Boy, they wanted this dude every which way but loose. Boy, look how they running up that A gap on the boys. I mean, just straight up the gut on our second team. Golly. What? Straight up the gut. Ugh. I don't know if he in. I can tell you this. They cleared out that middle. Golly. Woo! Now, again, we can say all day long. We can say all day long that we're going vanilla. And I can get with going vanilla. But I'm not seeing the intensity. Y'all tell me what y'all see. I'm not seeing the intensity. I'm not seeing the physicality. I'm not seeing. Okay, if we're going vanilla, then if we're looking at players, then doggone show me what you got. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it so far. I mean, doggone, hey, I know this second team, but I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see a little bit more than this. I know it's second team, but I'm trying to see a little bit more than this. I don't see the intensity. I don't see the urgency. I don't see the tackling. I don't see the basic stuff. I don't see the coverage. I'm not seeing the stuff you should be seeing. Because, again, Matt Eberflus. Okay, you're going vanilla. Are we tackling? Are we covering our gaps? Are we covering? I mean, what are we doing? These boys get, ooh, good. What's up, Rena? Man, how we going, boy? We down 14-0 already. And he said, look, just have an old-fashioned straight conversation with. Say it, Deezy. Shoot. Say it. Man, I got to, hey. Dude, hey, we got both of our one techs in this game. Matter of fact, we got all three of them. Perry and Winfrey is going to be over there soon. Looks like Mozzie's been out there, at least on the first drive. And Jay Toya was out there, I think, on the first series. This is the second team. This is the second team. Woo! Boy. We need, and again, I understand it's the preseason. Where is the basic stuff? The tackling. The coverage. David Lopez, he said Milton's not ready to be a starter. Appreciate that super chat. See, David, this is my problem with us with the Dallas media, though. We giving this dude nicknames, talking about we ain't seen no quarterback throw like him since Brett Favre. We talking about Joe Milton like he a first-round draft pick. Slow down is why I keep saying slow down. Let Joe develop. When you start talking like that, you heap expectations. Let Joe develop. Leave Joe alone. Let Joe develop. But tonight, they said it's going to be vanilla. Well, then, let's see some basic stuff. My sister Lisa Worley, what up? Then let's see some basic stuff. I want to see some basic stuff. Okay, what are we looking like then? I want to see basic stuff. Okay, can we tackle? Can we tackle? Can we block? Can we cover? Can we run the ball? Can we, what are we doing? Nice tackle right there, boy. Nice tackle. Cowboys look like that was a negative play, wasn't it? All right. White Cotton over there telling them they beating the brakes off of you out there. So this is the fourth straight pass for Joe Milton. Fourth straight pass. This is the fifth straight pass. Looks like it might be a false start by the Dallas Cowboys, if I'm not mistaken. Might be a false start. Was that, what are you saying, legal shift? What is it? Because it's like somebody ran forward before the snap. Yeah, that's what I thought. Two players move. Okay, two players move at the same time. All right, penalty decline. Okay, so the crazy thing is, this is just preseason. You know what's crazy? This looks similar to the Cowboys last year. Okay, so that is what? 5 straight passes for Joe Milton III. 6 straight passes for Joe Milton III. So why are we not trying to settle Joe Milton down with some runs, some bootlegs? Why are we not trying to settle Joe Milton? What are we doing? What are we doing? If this is Dak Prescott out there with the starters, you probably eat this team up. But you're not going to do this with the... Got to run the ball. 2-3 announced by the Cowboys. Got to run the ball. I don't understand it. You want to settle down Joe Milton, run the ball. Settle him down. Stop making him step back there to pass. The wide receivers are getting no separation. You would think the Rams are playing their first team defense. I don't know. Maybe somebody need to tell me, are they playing their first team defense? Y'all tell me. Are they playing their first team defense? Because I'm telling you, if they're playing their second team defense, man. If I'm the Cowboys, I'd like to see in this next drive, I want to see Trayshawn Holden. I got a strange feeling, guys, that Joe Milton won't play this whole game. I think we may see Will Grier tonight. If this continues, you're going to see Will Grier. And rightfully so. Lisa Worley, she said her man Jalen Tolbert is playing today. Yeah, he's the number 1 wide receiver tonight. So they got him playing. Nisi, defensive Nisi. Again, if we going vanilla, Nisi, okay, then we need to see some tackling. We're not seeing it. They're not tackling. I agree with you. They're not tackling. The real Daryl said this is a repeat of that playoff loss to the Rams. Boy, the real Daryl though went way back. Went way. Brady said, I'm cutting Booth. I don't care. She said, I don't care what they. Yeah. Woo. Brandy. Booth ain't in. Booth ain't in, Brandy. Boy, Mikey said, I see some guys that won't be here week 1 against Philly. I'm with you. Deion Jefferson. Deion Jefferson, G, you need to start praying for. Oh, boy. My man started going in next in the crib. He said, G, Milton is taking Dak's job. Star Guardian. What are they doing? Settle Joe Milton down. Run the ball. Get him some easy throws. Get him a bootleg. Bootleg left, bootleg right. Get him some easy stuff. Let him throw on the run. Get him out of the pocket. Okay, he can read his progressions. Problem is, we're not getting separation. I know we want to be vanilla, but can we just do a little bit more? Just a little bit more? Because at this rate, Joe has really already thrown 2 interceptions. They just didn't catch him. They just didn't catch him. But I'm telling you, on defense in particular, where is this energy that we saw in Trader Camp? Where is it? Where's the energy? Comedian Alabama, exactly. Yeah, we'll look different with the ones. But one place I'm concerned, though, Comedian Alabama, our one techs playing in the game. Our one techs are playing in the game or have played in the game, and they haven't looked too good either. Our one techs right now are Mozzie, Toya, Perrion Winfrey. I think they're going to rotate him in over there. Solomon Thomas is going to rotate in over there. So he might make a difference, I think. Offensively, though, of course, we know the firepower we have, but Comedian Alabama, let's keep this in mind. While we're saying that we have 20 players that are difference makers not playing, well, how many players do the Rams have that are difference makers that are not playing either? This is backup against backup, not backup against starter. Some of these players that we're watching play, that we're going to very well be counting on to play. And right now, man, they're not quite. And again, comedian, what I'm looking for is, where is the intensity? Where is the energy? Yeah, where's the energy at? That's the part I'm wondering. Black man 4292 in the crib, what up? I'm looking for the energy. Carolina Cowboys said, I'd rather see Greer. I think we're going to wind up seeing him before it's all said and done. Boy, Nisi, you just said a mouthful. Nisi said, how do you properly make a cut going to vanilla? Yeah. And the only thing I can see, Nisi, is they're going to judge him based on they're going to judge him based on the intensity. Well, if they're judging them based on the intensity, well, they about to cut the whole second team. they about to cut the whole second team. Comedian Alabama, I like what you said. Let the cake bake. Again, Comedian Alabama. But let's think about this for a second. But the energy level is what I'm looking at. I'm not even as much on the execution as I am on the energy first. Because you think about what was everybody talking about in OTAs? Energy, intensity. What was everybody talking about? So now we get to the preseason game. Well, we got the training camp. What was everybody talking about? Energy, intensity. If there is anybody that ought to be excited tonight, it's the second team. I wish I was on the second team for the Cowboys playing tonight, or I'm third or fourth on the depth chart. You're going to let me play tonight in the first game. I bet you about to see, man, you're going to see me all on that film. I'm going out in the blazer. Hey, I bet you this is what you're going to see from me tonight. If I'm a third string cornerback or third string linebacker, whatever case may be, I'm going to tell you what you're going to see from me, Comedian Alabama. You're going to see energy and you're going to see execution. I'm going to be energized. I'm going to be energized. I'm going to be very upbeat, very up-tempo. I'm going to be ready to go. Number 2, basic. Okay, we're going vanilla. That means basic. You know what I'm going to do? Tackle. Stay in my lane. I'm going to stay in my lane. I got to get me a couple of pass breakups. I mean, I got to do some things. The basic stuff, then I got to do it. I mean, we're not looking for, I'm sure, you know, with them saying they're going to be very vanilla. I mean, we're not looking for fireworks, but where's the basics, man? Where's the tackling? Star Guardian said the only worthy Cowboy so far is Leofau. He seems to be a little energized. Leofau seems to be energized. Leofau seems to be active out there, getting busy. Q-Town. Blue has a bruised heel, if I'm not mistaken. He has a bruised heel. Boy, skeptical fan got me rolling. I mean, Brian Worley, what up? He said, man, this looks like some garbage. Yeah, he got a bruised heel, I think it is. No ankle, nothing like that. Skeptical fan said Cowboys look like Dookie. Oh my gosh, Stetson got all day back there. Throw it away. Good coverage. That means the coverage was good at least. Good coverage back there. Okay, he didn't have nowhere to go. Nice PBU. Nice. All right, we got us a nice one. That was nice. Jalen Tolbert returning punts. I would have. This is a place where I think you should have Deuce Vaughn. Oh. All right, let's see who this on. Now, this is the danger zone right here. If I'm the Cowboys, you got to come out and run the ball. You got to help Joe Milton. Okay, kicking team player went out of bounds on his own. 5-yard penalty. All right. They got to help Joe Milton. They got to settle him down, run the ball. Just run the ball. Run the ball. Let's run the ball. That's how you help your line get settled in. That's how you help your quarterback get settled in. That's how you kind of settle the whole team down. Run the ball. This is 6 straight throws for Joe Milton. 6 straight throws. I don't even understand. You're talking about being vanilla. What's more vanilla than running the ball? I'm missing that one. I'm definitely missing that one. Run the ball. Boy, that SoFi Stadium looks awesome, don't it? All right, let's see who this is. That's Tolbert. Tolbert, return it. Return it, Tolbert. All right. Okay, now, this better not be on the Cowboys because I'm noticing another trend from last year. Penalties. Boy, they have been throwing that laundry all over the field on the Cowboys. Penalties. Penalties. Okay, good. Looks like that one is on the Ram. Wait, is that the Cowboys too? Oh my, illegal block in the back. Come on, boys. Now again, Cowboy fans, if you're looking now, again, Nisi, we said it, right? Vanilla, right? So if we're going vanilla, then you at least need to look good in the basics because that's what they're basically saying. We want to evaluate the basics. Okay, we got Phil Mop in this thing. We got Phil Mop up in here. Let's go. Let's go, Cowboys. Okay, look like there was a read option. So the Cowboys, I guess, going to settle him down by running him a little bit. I want to see them run Phil Maffa. Okay, read option. One stiff arm. Nice. All right, let's go. All right, he's under center this time. Thank you. Let's go. Deuce Vaughn. The deuce is loose. All right. 2 runs in a row. Let's go. Brandy Mahoney, they showing pictures of the crowd. Make sure you wave if they get you on camera. All right, Milton under center this time again. All right, I like that. I like that. Like I said before, this is how you settle a quarterback down. Run the ball. Run the ball. Wait a minute, like a penalty, Cowboys. Holding. Dang on it. Let's see, number 77. Nice little bounce out by him, though, for sure. Nice little bounce out. Boom. Unfortunately, at the point of the bounce out is where the holding was. Unfortunately, the first bounce is where the holding was. Hey, Deuce Vaughn got a little pep in his step, though. Dang, was that a face? I thought it was a face, man. Like he took him down by his head. Boy, let me tell y'all something. Boy, this Rams defense, their second team is even good. Whew. The Rams might be in the top 4 teams in the NFC this year coming up. The Rams are going to try to make another Super Bowl bid. There's no doubt about it. 2nd and 28. This looks a lot like the Cowboys from last year. Again, if I'm talking vanilla, the other thing I don't want to see is penalties. It's not just my first team being disciplined. I want my whole team to be disciplined because I'm telling us some of these guys are going to wind up playing this year. So again, I'm sure this is where Brian is on this whole evaluation process. Black man 42, 42. He said, I said this yesterday. I hope that we can stop the run up the middle. Same old Cowboys. I hope not. Well, for sure, the second team. But again, black men, the Matt Eberflus defense is just not predicated upon the one tech. It's predicated upon the three tech. So their hope is to get teams in passing situations. But how are you going to get them in passing situations if you can't stop them? But we're going to see with the defense. Again, this is the second and third team players. But some of these players are players that we're talking about we're going to be dependent on. But they'll probably look better too with some of the starters. So but again, the part I'm looking for is what I have not seen: energy, intensity, physicality, discipline. Those are the vanilla things that I'm looking for no matter what. 3rd and 27. I guess Joe just throw it 80 yards. Just go downfield. Exactly. That's what I was just thinking. Who that dropped that? Jonathan Mingo. That's I just said. Just go down the field. I mean, it's 2nd and 28. I'm surprised Mingo. I'm surprised Joe Milton didn't get that one further out. I'm actually surprised on that one. Because it looked like Mingo had him beat by a mile. See, I can't hear what they're saying, but I got the closed captions on. And here they are talking about he can throw the ball. Here they are talking about he can throw the ball 80 yards and blah, blah, blah. When at the end of the day, you're rarely going to get those types of throws. But on that one, I'm actually surprised because he didn't even get that one out there. Maybe he had a little pressure in his face. But it looked like Mingo had him beat by a mile. Skeptic fan said we only got one good defensive tackle and he's not even playing. Deion Jefferson said 6 passes, only 1 completed. Yeah. Okay, pass interference on the defense. Yeah, that's pretty. The foul will be enforced following. Oh my gosh, the referee done injured CeeDee Lamb over here. CeeDee, stay off the white, bro. Stay off the white. CeeDee Lamb need to go to the tent. The referee done hurt. Not playing. Referee done hurt him. Okay, so what happened? He must have got him before the throw. Is that what happened? Because it looked like that was further down. Woo! Come on, man. They finna call that one. They finna. Wait a minute. They finna call this like what they call this? A sportsmanlike conduct. Wow, come on. All right, man, we'll take it, but come on, man. So you can't do this? Let me see what he did to him. What? Okay. Y'all tell me. I didn't know you couldn't do this. All right. Skeptical fan said he missing Cooper Rush already. Boy, did you see Rush with the Baltimore Ravens? Boy, he looked too good either. Yeah, he did not look too good. Come on, Maffa, let's go. Come on, let's get him a better one than that. Everybody said Trey Lance, he said, was better. Lance looked pretty good in the Hall of Fame game. All right, let's go, Joe. And see, this is exactly what I'm saying about Joe. Joe, the big shots, he there. And even that one, I'm surprised. The one Domingo, man, he should have just threw that out there, and that's a touchdown. But quarterbacking is not about throwing 85 yards. These guys even up here in the thing, oh, he can throw it 80 yards. Man, nobody care about that, bro. Can you play quarterback? He's trying to connect with Mingo, it's just not making it. Like he might get another flag on that one. I would like to see him put Trayshawn Holden out there, though. It seemed like he has a connection. In training camp, man, he's got a crazy connection with Trayshawn Holden. Man, I'm telling you, if we talk about going vanilla, boy, Brian Schottenheimer must have the vanilla of vanilla. Shoot, you might better check and see if this is unleavened bread, because he got this thing vanilla as you can get it. Let's go, Maffa. I see you, Maffa. Let's go. Like Maffa for what, 5 or 6? Let's go. Run the ball. Get some play action in here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's keep running the rock. Let's go. Run it. Run it. Now, see that play right there? That didn't look vanilla to me. They try to get a little fancy schmancy. Okay, that's Awesome Richards, right? Okay. All right, 2nd and 9. Boy, let me tell you, I cannot wait to see how many penalties the Cowboys have in this first half. It's crazy, man. Look at Maffa. Let's go. This is the same old Cowboys. And I don't mean that in a bad way. But I'm not saying they're going to be the same. But if we're talking about vanilla, these are the things that you are looking for. I mean, these are concentration issues. You can't have these penalties. This is crazy. I mean, you just took yourself from the goal line. Oh! Woo! Joe. Ooh, Joe. Is that Trayshawn Holden? No, that's Cropper. Woo, Joe. Boy. Slow down, bro. Maffa again. Man. Come on. I don't think you'll see Will Greer maybe to the 4th. Carolina Cowboy, this is something that they said about him too. They said Joe Milton holds the ball too long. That's one of the things they said about him. Now, Joe Milton is one of these guys that I could see where, like, Joe Milton is one of these guys where, like, in a 2-minute offense where he just gets to play sandlot football, oh, he probably go nuts on you then. Yeah, he go nuts on you then. Okay, and you know what? I like this too. This is very good practice for Brian Schottenheimer because one of the things they said about Brian, he always has his teams prepared. So this is one of them places where he's definitely going to be able to work with his second team because, again, the first team is not out there. I'm pretty sure they'll be a lot more polished. But, again, some of these dudes are guys who are supposed to be making the team. Some of these guys can't make it. Some of these guys aren't going to make it. It's obvious. Comedian said if the reaction is like this for a first preseason game, this is going to be a long season. Well, again, Comedian Alabama, think about it. If you said your game is going to be vanilla, then we need to see the vanilla things be vanilla. If a game is vanilla, then you're telling me you're looking for basics. You want tackling. You're looking for intensity. You're looking for energy. You're looking for execution. You're looking for guys to be where they're supposed to be. And you're definitely looking for not all these penalties the Cowboys have. So, again, we're not looking for them to be world beaters. You know, again, when you're talking about vanilla, to me, you're basically in my brain. And comedian, you tell me what you think. In my brain, when you tell me you're going vanilla, you're telling me that you're not interested in winning. You're telling me to win in the secondary. You're basically telling me in a vanilla game that I just want to see if these guys can execute the fundamentals. Well, they need to be a little bit worried because some of these dudes are supposed to be guys who are going to contribute this year. So you got work to do. Season starts in what now? T-minus 3 weeks and counting. We're talking about playing the Philadelphia Eagles now, September the 4th. Now, again, our starting offense with Dak, CD, Pickens, they're going to look different. They're going to look different with Ferguson, those guys. We know we're going to look totally different. But my concern is these second team guys are the guys we're saying we're going to be using. These guys are going to have to play. They are. Yeah, Jeffs, appreciate that super chat. UN Star Guardian X. Star Guardian X said, I like Marfa. Man, me too. Marfa is the guy who I was the most excited to see tonight. Very excited to see Marfa, for sure. Dion, appreciate that super chat again. Yeah, Jefferson said that got to be laughing inside at all the folks who were talking about Milton challenging his job. Man, Dion, see, I said this, man, and people don't get it. Leave this kid alone. He needs to develop. He got a long way to go. And I said this before. For anybody to think that 31 other teams were not willing to give up a fourth, the New England Patriots had a third out there. Nobody wanted to give it up. Joe Milton, everybody knew he had a big arm at Tennessee. I saw him play at Tennessee his last season. I was like, this kid's pretty good. But everybody knew what Milton was. And then he comes to Dallas, and then we start acting like, and I say we loosely, we start acting like everybody was like sleeping on Joe Milton, and he's like this, he's like the steal that nobody saw. I'm like, no, man, slow down. Joe Milton had if I'm not mistaken, I don't even think he had as many snaps as Trey Lance as a starter. He just didn't. He's got a lot of the stuff that you want in a quarterback, but he needs to develop. And again, Brian Schottenheimer, to me, as much as I love Brian Schottenheimer, he needs to stop talking about Joe the way he does. Slow down. Let's not give him nicknames. Slow down. Stop saying you haven't seen anybody that can throw like him since Brett Favre. Bro, come on, man. Now, semantics. He said that he's been around. He ain't been around every quarterback, so I got what he was saying. But, man, you're saying some stuff, bro. I'm like, bro, slow down, man. Stop putting all these expectations on Joe. That's what I've been saying. Slow down on this Joe Milton talk, man. Joe need work. Joe needs snaps. Joe needs about another year or even 2. Joe only started 1 year. He was a 6-year quarterback. He's 26. I've been saying this to people, and people don't like it. Man, slow down on Joe. Leave Joe alone. I know you don't want to say, we run around here talking about Dak is still developing, and that's cool, all that old talk like that. No, who's really developing is Joe Milton. Joe Milton needs a lot of work. A lot of work, not a little. A lot of work. Alex said, what are the other running backs besides Deuce? Okay. Jaden Blue has a bruised heel. So Jaden Blue is not playing. They are not playing the starters. So that tells us something now about the depth chart as far as we go. We are not going, it looks like then that Miles Sanders and Javonte Williams are obviously going to be the starting running backs. So they're not playing Javonte Williams. And I think Miles Sanders has actually been dealing with something, but nevertheless, I don't think they were going to play him in the first place. And let me see who else they got at the running back position. Yeah, Javonte Williams, we knew they were not going to play him. Miles Sanders, we knew they were not going to play him, and he's been hurt anyway. Jaden Blue, bruised foot. Next on the list, all you got, Phil Maffa and Deuce Vaughn. And then you signed Malik Davis. We only got 6. We only have 6 running backs on this thing, man. Alex, we got 6 running backs. So one of the starters, Javonte Williams, they're not going to play him. The second starter, Miles Sanders, he's been dealing, I'm thinking, with hamstrings or something like that. Jaden Blue is the third guy. And let me put this on the screen for you real quick. Yeah, so here's our running backs right here. This is why they're not playing. So you got Miles Sanders has been dealing with something. So you got Miles Sanders. And if Javonte Williams is the starting running back, with the way the running backs are falling like flies, you definitely don't want him playing today. Jaden Blue would have been the third, and Jaden got a bruised foot, I believe it is. Phil Maffa is the 4th running back, so he's supposed to get work. Deuce Vaughn is the 5th running back. And then, of course, you sign Malik Davis out of desperation again. They might as well give this dude, they might as well give Miles Davis like some kind of membership, because, boy, he been here so long, but people don't even realize how long he been here. But those are the running backs, so you really only got 3 that's active. Phil Maffa, Deuce Vaughn, and I don't even know if Malik Davis is active, so there it is. Those are your running backs tonight. But I would be giving them a full dose of Phil Maffa. I really would. Keith Parrish said the reason why they're playing Joe, he said to show the reporters, let me put that back up there. He said to show the reporters they need to stop talking about Joe Milton. Man, Cowboy fans, man, the excitement for Joe Milton, I was just like, golly. Get right, get left. The lack of tackling has nothing to do with going vanilla. See, that's what they're talking about. Get right or get left. If you're going vanilla, then you're saying, okay, we want to see the vanilla stuff. We want to see the tackling. We want to see the intensity. We want to see the energy. We want to see all that basic stuff. And this second team and this third team, boy, they are getting chopped up. They need a little bit more work. They're getting chopped up. USMC in the crib. Appreciate the super chat. Ooh, yeah. USMC, I agree, bro. He said, USMC makes a good point. Let's look at this next play from, let's look at this next play, then we'll go. All right, nice. Okay. Let me see who that is. Okay, Brooks. Do y'all know that this dude, Brooks, has great camps every single season, and it's like he seems to never make the team, or he winds up on the practice squad or way down the depth chart? Man, this dude Brooks cooks during the preseasons, man. This dude cooks. He got some separation, too. Right? Phil Maffa, there you go. Let's settle down, run the ball some. But USMC, you're right. I like what you're saying. With all these injuries in the preseason, they might need to up this thing to 63. I agree. I absolutely agree. Let them get an extra layer of certain players. All right, let's see if the Cowboys can get it to 10-14 by the half. All right, nice bootleg. See, this is what I was saying. You want to settle Joe Milton down? What did I just say? Run the ball. Get him on some bootlegs. Get him on the move. Get him out of the pocket. That's how you settle him down. Let him use what his mama gave him. All right, let's go. Cowboys on the move. Maybe we can get it to 10-14. Let's go. Boy, how did he complete that? that boy Brooks is cooking. Was that actually to Brooks? Nice throw. That boy Brooks is cooking. Okay. Now that's what you're looking for right there. Effort. That's what you're looking for. The effort. Let me see who that is, number 19. Okay, my man Ryan Flanoy. I'm a big Ryan Flanoy fan. I think Flanoy needs to be competing in that third position too. Phil Maffa, let's go. All right, nice drive for the Cowboys. Let's go. Nice drive for the Cowboys. Let's go. Cowboys seem to be settling Joe Milton down, settling him in a little bit, mixing up some pass and some run. Let's go. Keep it going. Deuce Vaughn, is that Deuce loose? Okay, that was a play to Cropper. All right, let's go. Let me see something here. I'm very interested to see what this doggone penalties look like for the Cowboys in this first half. Boy, these penalties were crazy. Let's see here. The Rams aren't too good either. The Cowboys have 8 penalties for 68 yards so far. 8 penalties for 68 yards. The Rams have 6 for 89 yards. The Rams got a big one on that pass interference. So that's kind of where they are. The Rams so far are leading on time of possession, which makes total sense. Let's kind of glance at that real quick. They're winning the time of possession because the Cowboys' first 2 opening drives, which didn't make sense to me, they came out just literally threw the ball like, 6 straight times? 2, 3 and out. Okay. We'll see what they do on the rest of this drive. 8 for 68. Time possession, and okay. All right. 85 total yards for the Cowboys. All right. All right, let's see what happens once they get settled in. Maybe they'll get settled in a little bit better on this. Maybe they'll get settled in a little bit better on this second half. and maybe we'll see a little bit better, a little bit better play from the Cowboys. But
official energy provider of the Dallas Cowboys.
So far, looks like they were not settled in. Looks like they were not maybe as settled in the beginning part. And as much as they're moving their parts around, let us keep in mind too, the Rams are moving their parts around too. It's not like the Cowboys are playing their first team defense. The Rams are moving people in and out too. I'm sure that they're evaluating people too. So. Yeah, Anthony Billings, they really started this thing out crazy with all those run plays, with all those pass plays. All right, let me get a little bit further down. I'm sorry,
trailing the Rams 14-3. Now this
is from Lucas
Oil.
At Lucas Oil, we take pride.
Boy, these of you are not lying.
To make your car
Nisha said the fans that hypes up the backup quarterback over Dak has been Jerry-tized.
So you can focus on the things that matter most.
Because Jerry was doing some of that type of stuff last year. Yeah, at least said Joe needs to develop. He's going to be all right. Yeah, it's going to take time.
This drive started at
it is going to take some serious time for Joe Milton.
4 for 4 on this particular possession.
That's what you like to see. You like to see him just moving the chains. A lot of times,
but again, true. I'm just telling y'all,
and they have one solid attribute. Whether
you look at some of these other quarterbacks around the league, because we have been talking about Joe Milton like people have been talking about these other quarterbacks, and these guys, hey, they came out and did their thing. But again, let's see what Joe do the rest of the way. The Cowboys have kind of settled them in a little bit, which is what they should have actually did, opening it up. I don't understand why you give a quarterback 6 straight passes.
And Tyler Neville, the tight end, close to the first.
Why would you give a quarterback 6 straight passes to open up the game? That's crazy work to me, especially when you're talking about a quarterback that actually needs to snap. I would just kind of settle him in.
See what he comes up with. What kind
get him a couple of runs.
Come up with? What kind of formation do they come up with?
See if we can get some 3rd and shorts.
Is it a pass? Is it a play
get
action?
Him on, move the pocket a little bit. Maybe some bootlegs. Give him some options. Give him some check downs. That's what I would have done. But again, I'm not the coach. What do I do?
The Rams.
All right, 4th and 1.
Coordinator Chris Schuler.
Cowboys bringing the tush push.
So the suspense builds as we face a 4th and less than a yard when we come back.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm sure Phil Moff is having some fun out there, though.
Yes.
Sure, he's having some fun out there because he's gonna be be busy this whole preseason.
Yeah. With NFL Plus. Get live, local, and primetime games with NFL Plus.
Get Armstrong said the defense was playing better. He could be more comfortable. Man, let me tell you something, Ken. I'm very concerned about until we figure out this one tech, because our one techs played tonight and they got rolled over by the second team.
80% of the vehicles we sell in America.
I'm concerned about where we are from this perspective. I don't want us to go into the season because we can score a lot of points, because we're going to be able to score a lot of points to where we're not worried about the defense. I mean, the Cowboys, to me, really need to be trying to work on this defense. Get this thing solidified. I mean, I'm telling you, at this point, I'm bringing in doggone Gilmore. BK Cowboy fan says seems to be evaluating talent, not as you say. Playing to get a win, this looks bad. Yeah. To me, when you say you're going vanilla, it sounds like to me you've already basically conceded the game. We're not going in here to win. Yeah, we're not going in here to win. We're going in here to evaluate. But if you're evaluating, you still have to be concerned because you don't see the Titans. But again, first preseason game, we're not going to panic. I'm just giving live, just a live evaluation. We're not going to panic. We're not going to overreact. First preseason game, but the second preseason game is where we probably need to start trying to get some of our nuts and bolts tightened up, because there will be no 3rd game for nobody who's really already made the team. The third playoff game is basically a dress rehearsal, and you just got guys who are all on the bubble playing. So you really want to be ratcheted down by the second game, because after that,
for Never Home Buddies,
we in Philly.
You comfort achievers.
We in Philly after that.
And
what do we got? We got
awaiting new threads. For pizza-loving moms.
Yeah, what do we have up to that?
prepping
So
a
we
feast,
got today,
and
we're
proud
playing
cat
today.
dads, not ashamed
So,
in the least. With
you
smart
got 2
security
weeks
and energy management,
of
Vivint
preseason.
makes your home smarter, all in one place.
And
Vivint
because
is for
you're
you,
playing on a
and you,
Thursday,
and you.
even though you're not playing on a Sunday, but because you're playing on a Thursday, you're playing
Okay,
pretty
here we
quick.
go. Fourth.
So you're not getting that extra
about a
week.
foot. And on the quarterback sneak, Joe Milton, it looked like his foot slipped as he took off. Did he stretch far enough to
Okay,
get the
like
first
he's
down?
got the first down.
It's very difficult to do a quarterback sneak without your feet on the ground, Bill.
Man, I would have thought that maybe Joe would have dove or something on that one.
Let's see if we get a chance to test out this measurement. What do you think?
Well, let's see.
Joe's a pretty big
Virtual
quarterback. I
measurement
figured they'd had him dive or
late
something.
this year.
I said they don't need it.
All right, we got it. Let's see if Joe can get it in, y'all.
Let's take a peek
Take a
and
look.
see exactly what took place here. Oh, you're right, Bill. It just lost his footing there. As a
Ooh.
quarterback, you like to try to find a spot,
Ooh,
right?
let's
You
see
pick the
that.
left, you pick the right, and you just drive your
can't-
legs. That's when the weight room
Ooh.
comes in handy. It's hard to use the
It's
weight room when you
preseason. They're not
have no
gonna
feet in the
challenge you. I wouldn't worry
ground.
about
Tough to do the tush push.
Let's
when
see
you
if
don't
Joe can get
any
this one
push
in.
from your feet, but he got the first
Well,
down at the 15-yard
Hell, I could be wrong.
line.
Let
That's
me
all
make
that
sure.
matters, Bill. No matter how
I said they
you
wasn't going to challenge. Is it a challenge?
And by the way, that does bring up, there was much consternation in the offseason at the league meetings about the tush push, and finally in May, they approved it for yet another year.
Very much so. We didn't get the chance to see the tush push. We didn't get a chance to see the
Okay, it
new
looks like
measurement.
they're saying he
by
got
the
it. I
league.
can't really see what it's
Joe
saying
Milton
here.
ruined it all for us.
The closed caption is way off on this.
But we do get a chance to see this. Closed captioning is brought to you by the Texas Lottery, making this
I'm
Cowboys
surprised he didn't
preseason
jump over
football
top on that one,
telecast
though.
accessible to everyone, regardless of hearing abilities.
All right, let's see if Joe can get it in.
So with 50
go. 50
seconds
seconds
left
to
in
go.
the half,
This would be
somehow,
a
some
man.
way,
This would be great
Joe
for the
Milton was
Cowboys
able
to
to
get this in
stretch
right
far
here.
enough to get the first down. It was a good push from the offensive line there.
It was. Let's see what we got here. Empty set.
Has time, fires for the end zone.
One of the most challenging things for quarterbacks that have strong arms.
That was Flanoy.
is the lack of
This
loft.
is the throw. This is the throw that made Trey
It
Lance
comes out
famous
his
last
hand
year. Y'all
so
remember
high.
this one?
He's so powerful.
throw that
Look at
made
the
Trey
type of
Lance
spiral.
famous.
The velocity is there, but you
Beat
have
that
to
kid from
have
Oakland?
some loft. It's so difficult. It's almost like trying to sink a little short putt. Sometimes you just hit it a little bit too hard
I'm gonna read
when you're a little bit too strong.
Play.
That's
All right,
the
we
situation
got
that Joe Milton
second
did.
and
You
10.
have to continue to work on that because that could have been 6.
Second and 10.
Woo!
Screen pass goes to Phil Maffa, and he gets out of bounds after a pickup of 4 to the 11.
Oh man, I thought that play was gonna get more yards.
So 3rd and 6.
Interested to see what Coach Schottenheimer calls on this
With
one. Big
Frazier,
third
he
down
said,
situation down here in the red zone.
Joe
You have
Milton
all
ain't
your
taking Dak's
weapons out
spot.
there.
No, I don't believe so either. Our culture hasn't changed. Dak hasn't played since
You
week
spread
9. He
it
ain't
out.
out there.
Again,
Man, I'm
go
telling
to
you,
an
I would
empty set
actually
as a
love for Dak to
quarterback
play the
who has the
second
ability to
game
run.
of
It
the
really clears
preseason,
up
but I
the
just
look
don't
for
think
you.
it's
It really
going to
makes
happen.
the defense declare what they're doing.
Yeah, I
Doesn't
don't
look
think it's
like
going to
they're going
happen.
empty, but they are going by a 3-by-1.
I would love to at least see him play a quarter.
And now
'Cause he hadn't played
motion
since
goes
week
Cropper
9.
Now back this way.
Just make sure you got some stuff in place to protect him. And tell Dak
Fires
nothing
right
stupid.
side, not much running room. Cropper trying to make the most of it and gets down to about the 7-yard line for a pickup of 4. That'll bring up a 4th and 2.
That was an interesting play. So we mentioned that they were in a 3-by-1
Yeah, I tell Dak
set.
nothing
They
stupid
ran a
and
screen play
see if maybe we can get him to
Cropper,
play.
who was lined up in the slot. They had revolver.
BK Cowboy fans
fans
said, why do we sign Malik Davis? I guess Cowboys said, why not?
Get back up inside where the defense
said-
was actually pursuing from.
He said, why
Very
not?
challenging to get 6 yards when you're.
Lisa Worley said Dak ain't laughing, he's cheering.
Schottenheimer going to run that clock all the way down. He only has 1 timeout left, and he's going to use it here with 3 seconds left.
Lead time, baby. William Maxime said, I thought I heard an MF say somebody's going to take Dak's job. Man, this happens all the time, man. Every time they bring in one of these quarterbacks, and this is why I say, you know, some of these Cowboy fans, they know they don't want. Some of them don't want to say that. Some of them say it outright, but some of them know doggone well they want Dak. They want Milton to take Dak's spot. And the crazy part of this is, there are people that rather than win 12 games, with
So
Dak
Schottenheimer
Prescott.
decides,
They
to go
would
ahead
rather
and kick the field goal
struggle
and not give
with Joe Milton
a chance on 4th and 2.
winning games by 3
don't like it in the
points
preseason.
or
You
losing
know,
by
the
3
number
points or
17,
getting
you know what
blown
he's pretty
out
capable of.
and
You wanna
being
see what number
9
10's
and 8
capable of.
than
This is
going
a chip shot
11 and
for
6
Aubrey.
12 and
Unless
5
they're
with
doing
Dak
something
Prescott.
that
Make it
might be
make sense.
lenient.
I don't even understand it.
And Aubrey's kick is right down the middle.
All right.
So 2 field goals for the
Brandon
Cowboys
Aubrey.
here in the first half. After falling behind 14-0 in the first quarter, Cowboys have come back to make it a 1-score game at the
Okay.
half.
So it's 14-6 at the half.
The Cowboys 14-6. We got the SeatGeek halftime report.
Pull up a box score real
We come
quick.
back to SoFi Stadium in just a moment.
All right, let's put up our box score. Cowboys 14-6.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can it keep me warm when I'm cold?
Wait, no, I'm always hot.
Sleep Number does that.
97 total yards by the Cowboys, 156 yards total by the Rams. The Rams 115 passing yards. The Cowboys 56 passing yards.
Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
Man, let me tell you, this dude Stetson Bennett. Stetson Bennett didn't look too bad. Gotta give it to him. Stetson Bennett didn't look too bad. Got a problem with the Cowboys, the way they started out Joe Milton. I think they started out Joe Milton the wrong way. I think the Cowboys, if you want to help a young team, you want to help a young quarterback, run the ball. Run the ball, give him some short stuff, let him get some bootlegs, move the pocket around, do some things that gets him comfortable. I don't understand why the Cowboys came out the way that they did. I mean, I have no clue. But definitely should be running the ball more. Cowboys 41 yards rushing. The Rams 41 yards rushing, but the Rams choose not to run the ball basically because their passing game was working. Booth was out there. The Rams found Booth and just went at him. Obviously, 4.9 yards per play by the Rams. 3.3 yards per play by the Cowboys. First downs, 10, Rams 8, 8 for the Cowboys. Third down efficiency, 1 for 6 for the boys, 2 for 6 for the Rams. Fourth down efficiency, the Cowboys are 1 for 1, the Rams were 2 for 2. Total plays, 32, the Rams, 29 for the Cowboys. 1 sack allowed by the boys, 2 punts by the boys, 2 punts by the Rams. They both didn't do too well on penalties. The Cowboys, this is a little bit concerning. It's the first preseason game. The guys understand we're only 3 weeks out. Some of these players may wind up playing some time for the Cowboys, and so we're looking for the fundamentals with these guys.
Yeah,
these guys are gonna have to play
right now. That's all.
Staying connected matters.
No turnovers as of yet. Almost some turnovers, but not as of yet.
All part of the AT&T
13-40 time possession for the Cowboys. The Cowboys kind of slowed the game down in the last couple of drives. Slowed the game down. Were able to get a couple of field goals. Got Brandon Aubrey some work. The Rams 16-20 time of possession. So,
Now app and get the latest podcast, press conferences, and exclusive post-game shows during the season.
I'm wondering if the Cowboys will bring out Will Greer.
On Roku, Amazon Fire,
if we'll
or
see
Apple
Will
TV
Greer get some work in the second half.
Devices. It's halftime in Inglewood, California.
You mess around and put Will Greer out here. I'm telling y'all right now. Cowboys put Will Greer out here by a week. Shoot.
I'm Kyle
Well,
Yeomans.
we might see somewhat of a little bit of a shootout. This dude Will Greer can play.
But the second quarter felt better.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing.
Yeah, got into a little bit more
Will Mack
rhythm.
78.
Got a couple of field goal drives out there. You'd like to see those.
Will Mack 78 said,
but
"Dude,
you're right.
dude doesn't move his head, just stares down receiver. Straight interceptions against first stringers." Yeah, I think I saw 3 turnovers.
All camp, the cornerback
that they dropped.
the defensive tackle position, offensive tackle.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there too.
There. We saw
BK
all
Cowboy
of it
fan,
there,
I'm a
but
little
you're
bit
right.
surprised.
Got to do a little bit more of a
Where
rhythm. I
is
think Milton
Trayshawn
calmed down
Holden?
and they moved
He
the ball.
was the
Cowboys
security
offense
blanket for
specifically,
Joe Milton.
looked more
If I were the
confident in the
Cowboys,
second
I definitely
quarter.
would have had
They
Joe
were held
Milton
into
out
the
there.
negative
I mean, I'm
yardage
sorry,
up
Trayshawn
until the
Holden.
midway
I'd have
point
had
of the
Holden out there
second
because I'm
quarter.
telling you,
But
him and
once
Milton got a
started
great
to find some
connection.
tempo, Brian Schottenheimer dialing
Davion
up
Wallace
that
said
no
Holden
huddle
should be
as they
up
went
in the
down the
second
field. It
half.
felt like
No
things
doubt.
looked
I'm
more
telling you.
college-esque Joe
No
Milton at that point.
Yeah, and
doubt.
I think you saw that the call of the
I'm
Brian
actually
Schottenheimer call
surprised
plays, he
that
got into a
it's.
rhythm a little bit
I'm
more too,
actually
because his first
surprised
six
that he
plays
wasn't
were all
out there.
passes. And so they said they're going to run the football.
BK Cowboy
I really like
fan,
Phil
let me
Maffa.
see
I
here.
think he's going to have something there.
Lisa Worley said Holden get it in tonight. Maybe he might make the team. I'd like to see him. Yeah, the rest, boy, they was practicing too out there, Davion.
Their depth is really thin at
The
tight
rest
end
was
for
practicing
this
out
game,
there, too.
and also on the offensive line too. And
Alfredo
running
said
back.
the fans are
And
freaking
I
out over
did
the score of the
ask CeeDee
games.
Lamb if he
Or
was
fans
okay
that have
after
exactly
getting on the
zero knowledge
sideline.
of football,
He says
period.
he's all good.
Yeah,
Moving
and again,
forward,
Alfredo,
14
the
to 6
score
our
is not
score.
what's
The
bothering
Rams
me.
lead the Cowboys
What's
at the break.
bothering
When we come
me
back, we'll rejoin Bill
is
and Isaiah in the booth.
we saw the same thing against the Rams in the scrimmage. This is a carryover almost from the scrimmage. The Rams in the scrimmage seem to come out with way more intensity, way more physicality, way more energy. What have we been talking about in OTAs and training camp? The energy is different. Well, if we're going vanilla, I can judge us off going vanilla. But where I'm struggling is when you say you're going vanilla, then I want to see the stuff that you see when you're talking about vanilla. I want to see the basic stuff the Cowboys have been doing, OTAs and training camp. Tell me where the energy was. Where was the energy? Where was the intensity? 8 penalties. I know it's the preseason, but those are a lack of concentration. Where are the things? Because, guys, we have to understand. Yes, it's the preseason. But the preseason is different because the preseason is only 3 games. And because the Cowboys are now going to play on Thursday, the Cowboys have actually got to be ready a week early. They literally have to be ready a week early. And so, you're only getting 2 games to get ready. There are not 3 games to get ready. There are only 2.
20 years ago, my dad
and if
started
these
Cape
guys
Coast
that
with
we
being the
saw
#1
today,
roofing company in
some of
DFW.
these guys are our
Never could've
second
imagined
line
we'd be
of
the official
defense.
roofing and solar partner
They're
of the
going to
Dallas
play.
Cowboys, or provide a K-Post roof
They're
for our World
going to
Series
play.
team.
And so
As a
we're
family
looking
company,
for
we see our
that
customers as
fundamental
family too.
stuff
We treat every K-Post roof like
that
it's our
makes
own.
us that
Our
we're
commitment,
looking at
the
going,
highest
okay,
level
we're
of
not
service
winning the
and safety
game.
with every job. With
But
K-Post,
I
we
like
receive
what
a
I'm seeing.
commercial-grade install
You
at a
don't have to
competitive
win
price.
and like what you're seeing.
Visit kpostcompany.com
You don't have to
today
win.
for a free roof inspection.
Again, I'm going to be very interested to hear Brian Schottenheimer in the post-game press conference. I'm going to be very interested to hear what he's saying because I want to hear what he said about. I want to hear what he's saying about energy levels, intensity, physicality, discipline. I want to hear what he says. That stuff is what you're looking for. Star Guardian said, "Not losing my mind, but we have a lot of work to do." We do. We do.
At Sewell.com.
Star Guardian Robinson was appreciate the super chat. Robert Silver said they need to put in that. Milton not in.
Here at SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California.
Well, you know, and I said this before too.
Going on at halftime. Cowboys
It seems like Trey Lance all over.
6 here. Sounds from practice brought to you by Blockchain.com.
Seems like Trey Lance all over again.
Like your icons with Blockchain.com.
We
On
make
Tuesday,
all
the
this
Cowboys
hoopla.
practiced against the Rams,
And I
CeeDee
said
Lamb
this,
was
and I know
mic'd
people
up.
don't like it. Only in Dallas.
No!
Are we hyping up the backup quarterback who needs work? No knock on him. He needs work.
Matty Ice, how you doing, brother? You all right? Yes, I'm good. Good to see you.
And we
Good,
got
bro.
people who are just singing the praises in
Sound for
OTAs and
practice
training camp.
CeeDee Lamb brought to you by
Okay, he can throw the ball a mile.
Blockchain.com and the Miller
I
Lite
said it
first half
before,
stats
you
look
don't
this
throw
way.
the
team
ball a
stats,
mile
the Rams
consistently in
lead
this
first
game.
downs. Cowboys
The
just 1 for
quarterbacks are
6
successful.
on 3rd down.
The quarterbacks
Total
who are
yards, Rams
successful,
156 to
they
97.
take what
Rushing
the
yards
defense give
are
them.
even,
They don't take
and
what's not there.
14 penalties.
They take what
Yes,
the defense
it
gives
is
them. They
the
don't
first
care about
preseason game.
if they can hit you
And we
with 10,
continue
15.
with the second
They
half
love
in
it.
just a moment from
If you're gonna let me go down the field hitting you with 10 and 15 on comebacks and digs and outs, man, yeah, shoot you. I'll score on you like that. And then we get in the red zone.
Not here.
And we can just, if we can get in there in about 6 or 7 plays, man, nobody's concerned about all these doggone big splashy plays in this thing, man. Nobody's worried about that
That's how I
stuff.
classify my relatives.
No, we're worried
The only
about.
amazing is my cat, Walter. Let me show you some
And one of the things I like that Cam Newton says, Cam Newton talked about being bus driver. And one of the things he called Tom Brady was a bus driver.
Hey, grab me one too.
Well, I would love to have a bus driver. The bus driver gets everybody to their destination. When you start talking about playmakers, you ever notice with these playmakers? A lot of these playmakers make a lot of big plays, but they don't win a lot of games. They're not winning a lot of games that count. You want consistency. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for consistency. And so,
this is a Cowboy.
again, some of these players are going to have to play for the Cowboys. And I said this before. So I think now we're going to see the Cowboys have evaluated after this game. Because, again, this is a shortened period. So, okay, we got the first game out of the way. We've seen some things that we need to see. So I think this is where the Cowboys start trying to make some moves.
It's a Cowboy.
If I'm the Cowboys, this is where, to me, okay, if we're gonna bring in Stephon Gilmore, now's the time to bring in Stephon Gilmore after this game because we got to get him ready for the Eagles game. Hey, Gilly, we already told you if you're still there by the second game, we're gonna evaluate our first game, see what our second level of cornerbacks look like. Gilly, we're gonna bring you in and have you ready for the Philadelphia game.
To have one partner.
This is where you start thinking about, okay, are we gonna trade for a one tech? Or are we going to ride this out with Mozzie, Toya, Perrion Winfrey, and Solomon Thomas? I'll be honest with you.
Get more than what's in our
Some of the guys that we had playing in the A-gaps are actually the guys that are on our first team. They're not second team guys. They're first team guys.
Enjoy the new car.
So if they're not dominating second team guys, what if the Rams had their first team out there?
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days. On
Because if
select
Toya
Hyundai
was out there against their
vehicles.
first team,
Today.
if Winfrey was out there, because he's been out there against their second team, Mozzie was out there for, I think, a drive. So,
second half, Kyle Yeomans with Brian
again,
Schottenheimer on the sideline.
this is why you're doing this evaluating.
So far in your first preseason game.
Yeah, I mean,
Now you got to say,
the tempo
at
in the
this
first
point,
quarter, couldn't get off the field on
man,
fourth down.
it is
Made a couple
time
big
for
plays.
us to start.
We
Now we got to
settled
go
in a
make
little
our
bit,
move
put
because
ourselves
we just
in a
don't
chance
have
to win
one.
the game in the second
We don't.
half. Good luck in the second half. Thank you.
All right, let me see here.
There
I'm
he
going
goes,
to read
Coach.
the closed caption.
All right,
He
thank you,
said they
Kyle
control the
Yeomans
tempo.
and, Brian
We settled down,
Schottenheimer.
gave ourselves
They
a
were the
chance to
one-score
win this game in
with
the
second
second
field goal
half.
there
Thank
late
you, Coach.
in the
Okay, we're going to
first
see.
half. Saw Joe Milton at quarterback throughout the first half.
We're
We
gonna
saw
see.
some progress as they went along in the second quarter.
We did, and about that first quarter, he was around about 30% completion rate. You saw him pick it up, and now I think
My
he's
man
at about
C-Base in the
60%.
crib.
Started settling
He
in.
said,
You still want to see him start.
Milton looks
being a little
exactly
bit more
like what I
detailed with his throws
expected.
and the decision
All them
making,
black
starting to force a
backflips are
couple things
supposed
here
to
and
have
there,
a
but he'll
cannon on.
continue to get better.
It's going to be
And
interesting
again,
as we go into the
T-Base,
second half of this
I
game,
keep
not only
saying
as
this.
far as Milton is concerned, but some of these young
I could
players
care a hill of
trying to
beans
win a spot on this roster.
about you can
Absolutely,
throw the
man.
ball
We
a
keep
country
pointing to
mile.
the
I
defensive
don't
line.
care.
We need somebody to show up in a major way.
I'm not
on that
looking for a
defensive front.
quarterback
They
that can
keep
throw a
continuing to
country
run the
mile.
ball. It seems
Most
like we're
teams
starting to
aren't
get a little
looking
bit
for a
better in
quarterback
terms
that
of
can
the run
throw a
defense,
country
guys. We're
mile.
starting to be a little bit more
I watched
lane disciplined.
Shador
But
Sanders
overall,
last
we need to
night
see somebody start to take over the game on both sides of the ball.
execute
early
the
in the
offense
game, and one of the guys I think that stood
and
out
throw 2
defensively
touchdowns.
was Maris Leofau at linebacker.
That's what I want.
Not only on defense, but also special
Not
teams.
throwing
Yeah,
long
he's a lightning
passes.
bolt. You talk about Maris Leofau, somebody who's now here in the second
Taking
year.
what they gave
He just runs around and hits guys and has fun doing it.
Taking what they gave
all
him.
along
I'm
the way.
telling
So,
you,
looking forward
those
to seeing more
shots,
young guys
contrary
get
to
their
what people
opportunity.
think,
Hopefully we can say
those
some names
shots
I know
are
the
far and
Cowboys
in
Nation's
between.
not necessarily familiar with.
Those shots are far and in between. When you get them, you take them, but they're not going to be there a lot. So
Cowboys will have
in
the
this
ball to
game,
start the
next game,
second
Vince,
half.
you got to play this game and you take what they give you.
Joshua Carty has
The real
it teed
Darryl
up.
said, "Gee, if the head coach is preaching about being a physical run team, Why is he not doing that by establishing the run game?
For Dallas.
And again, I'm surprised they didn't do that with Phil Moffitt. I mean, the 6 straight passes were baffling to me. BK Cowboy fan, I feel you. He said they refer to guys as backups for one reason and one reason only. It's because they're backups. Now again, BK, there's a couple of guys on this thing that are not backups.
And 3 yards deep in the end zone, Cropper elects to take it
Mozzie,
out.
Harry-on Winfrey.
And he makes it out to the 32-yard line.
I think Jake Toya's going to be in this thing in the rotation.
35-yard line this year instead of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, BK said there are a few anomalies. Tony Romo, Randy Dakota Prescott. I feel you on that too.
First half.
Yeah, you saw him there just a little bit antsy. He was working the pocket, looking through his progression. Didn't set
boy,
his
let me
feet.
tell you something, kid. Also, boy, I do them days. Boy, there ain't nothing like going to work after a Cowboy loss.
Tell me these more
Man,
people. Again, trying to find ways to move the chains and don't hurt your team.
I don't care.
From the 32-yard line, Moffa,
I don't care who you.
I
don't care if it's a scrimmage. Man, you're a Cowboy fan and you go to work and they lose. Boy,
That's
you're
what I
going
was
to get
referring to earlier, Bill. When Phil Moffa gets the ball, it's not necessarily going to be the prettiest thing in the world.
Davion Wallace, you can't play the game sound.
Oh, my goodness. He just gained 7 yards on that?
Yeah, you can't play the game sound because if you do, boy, let me tell you, the NFL got stuff in this algorithm, man.
Football's not always supposed to be flashy.
You get 5 seconds of a game in one of these live streams. Shoot, Davion Wallace, they done.
Well,
they'll strike that whole thing.
Brian Schottenheimer says,
all right, let's go.
This isn't Marty Ball, but he does like to run the football. And of course, his
Joe
dad,
Milton
Marty
again.
Schottenheimer,
Reed option.
Top 10 all time.
Nice little pickup.
Winningest head coaches in NFL history. Love to run the football, and Joe Milton apparently loves to run the football.
Rams, hey, what's up?
Joe
Settle
Milton
down,
gave me
bro.
some flashbacks back in my day, right here.
Oh, wow, I guess he didn't like it. I guess he didn't like the fact
He
Milton
wanted
got
to get
that.
another sip. Look at him smiling.
Okay.
You see him cheesing
I
the
see a
whole
little
time
hit,
he's running.
little
He
push
wanted
in
the smoke. I know Coach is going to get on him and say,
helmet,
get your
that's
butt out of
normal.
bounds. But you got to love a young quarterback having fun playing the game.
Let's see. Now y'all remember Shotty said that if he got ticked off, he's going to start throwing the ball. He's going to open it up.
Face mask.
So let's see if Shotty is going to start trying to go for the win. Joe Milton, I think, is settled down. The Cowboys doing a little bit more running the ball.
Again for about 3
Let's see if they
this
can get this
time.
thing in the end zone.
The Schottenheimer's offenses, not only with Seattle, with Russell Wilson as his
Nice little
quarterback,
run by Phil Moffa
back
there.
in 2019, they led the league in rushing, and back with the Jets when Rex Ryan was the head coach. They led the
Second and
league in
7.
rushing
Let's
with
see
Mark
what the boys
Sanchez
do.
at quarterback.
Yeah,
Phil Moffa, 7 for 29. I like that. Man, 4.3 yards.
Back healthy.
4.3 yards per carry. Okay.
George Pickens and
That's
CeeDee
not
Lamb,
bad.
Jake Ferguson, but get used to it. You're going to be running the ball in this offense.
Play action. Let's go. Let's go.
Good job in the pocket.
Milton eludes the sack
Okay.
and throws deep downfield to the end zone, and the Rams come away
Now
with
see.
it.
Now I'm telling you.
Cam Lampkin
This is the
in
problem
end
with Joe.
zone, and it is a touchback.
This is the problem with Joe Milton. I've told y'all about these quarterbacks like this. When they got these big arms, they throw passes that they shouldn't be throwing. They think they could get it anyway.
Receiver, Ryan Flournoy, gave him an opportunity. Double coverage. Don't necessarily love to see it versus double coverage, but he did have a chance.
They do.
Cam
They think they can get it
Lampkin
anywhere.
comes up with the interception out of Mesquite Poteet High School.
I don't even understand that throw.
Ashley is proud to call
That's a Joe Milton saying that I got a big arm, I can throw where I want to. Not a good throw.
Personal style brings your home to
Not a good
life.
throw.
From furniture to decor,
Let me go a little
Ashley
further
has
down. I'm sorry,
everything
guys.
you need in one place, making
me
it
get down
easy to
about it.
achieve your dream home. Explore incredible
right.
styles and budget-friendly options, perfect for creating a
Yep.
space you love.
The real Daryl.
Ashley
We have
is
some
here
fans
for
that
you,
are
serving
quick to
the Dallas
replace Dak,
community.
that know
Proud
nothing
partner of
about
the
football.
Dallas Cowboys.
Nobody wants to go back to the days of Chad Hutchinson. Boy, you better say. Boy, you better say.
Well, what happened if other car companies did the same?
Yeah, hey, BK Cowboy fan. Booth got cooked last year. And you just said it. He got cooked last year. Boys, like they be looking for Booth, boy. They be like, shoot, Booth out there, wherever he is, throw it to him.
You do.
Jerry needs to go get SS12 from the Cleveland Browns. Okay. Oh, Shador Sanders. You know what, Sam Davis? Let me tell you the problem.
In the chaos of combat, It often
Let me
comes
tell you the
down to
problem
a
with going and
single
getting
moment,
Shador Sanders
a
from
moment when
the.
courage overwhelms fear.
Let me tell you the
When
problem
heroes
about going and
choose
get.
to rise.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. I did not know the sound was coming through. That's what y'all was talking about. Uh-oh. Okay. So I know I get struck on this. Did not realize my sound was coming through. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't realize my sound was coming through. Okay. So we're going to get a large portion of this thing struck. Yep. Okay, I didn't see what y'all was talking about. I got it now. I had to plug my pad into the front of my Mac and the sound came on. Got it. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, they're gonna get me on this one. All right. Davion Wallace. Now I get what you're saying. The sound is overpowering you. My bad, Cowboy fans. All right. So, again, I love the fact Dak is over there talking to him. Yeah, he didn't have to go for that one. You got to live to fight it. You got to live to fight another day on that one. He didn't have to go for that one. That's a lack of patience right there. Real Daryl said he might be the QB3. Yeah, Eric Wright, man, I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna get copyright struck like crazy. Okay, let me see. Is this still a little Stetson? Shoot, Stetson is in this thing balling, bro. Elvis said building is trash. You know what? I don't know if I'm going to call him trash ever, but I'm going to tell you this. People do this guy a disservice. He hasn't played a lot. He's another Trey Lance. Bottom line, he's another Trey Lance. He didn't get the reps. He was 6 years in the pros. In college, he only started his last year. Joe Milton is one of these guys. When you first see him, you're like, okay, he's a big, tall quarterback, can move, got a rocket for an arm. He'll impress you with a backflip, athleticism. And then when you put the tape on, what we're seeing today is what you see. It's just the truth. It's just what you see. And people get mad because they want him to take Dak Prescott's spot so bad, just like we wanted, just like people wanted mediocre Cooper Rush to take his spot. Man, Cooper Rush was mediocre at best. Did anybody see him against the Baltimore Ravens? Cooper Rush didn't look like nothing. He was terrible. He was terrible. He really was. Yeah, Milton don't have the vision down the middle of the field. That's the second time he could have thrown down the middle for a decent game. Public work, he said, gee, build this garbage. Man, this dude right here, Stetson Bennett. Well, I said he was balling. He just threw a pick. Who's that got that? Mukwamu? All right, let's go. Got another opportunity. All right, let me give you another one here. I love what user said here. User PK8UF307V. That probably says something. I just can't read it. He says, love how fast all y'all fans are turning on Joe. We knew this would happen, bro. No worries. User, you late to the party. I haven't turned on Joe. I'm saying the same thing I've been saying about Joe Milton. Any of the people who've been here following me, they're going to tell you, I've been with this same energy on Joe Milton. I've been telling people, pump the brakes on Joe Milton. 6-year college quarterback, only started one season, which was his last, over there in New England. And like I'm telling people who think they're the smartest people in the room, talking about the New England Patriots. Yeah, the New England Patriots, the reason why they let go of Milton is because he was putting pressure on the New England Patriots quarterback. What? What? Well, Mark Vrabel. So we're saying that Mark Vrabel, coming brand new to the Patriots, was willing to let go of Joe Milton because he was putting pressure on the New England Patriots quarterback. Come on, man. Who wouldn't want those problems? Man, if you can get a 6th-round draft pick, if you can get a 6th-round draft pick to come in and beat out Drake May, you wouldn't want that. You could trade Drake May and have Joe Milton on a $1 million contract for 3 years? Boy, people really think people crazy up in this thing. People really think people crazy. Do you think that teams would not want a problem like Joe Milton? People were talking about this dude gonna challenge Dak Prescott. Why wouldn't? Why wouldn't? You want that problem. You want it. Man, that's crazy talk. Joe Milton, he wide open, Joe. He wide open, Joe. Boy, hype me up. Hype me up. Hype up. Boy, they hyping up Ukwabu. Hype me up. Yo. Hype me up. Joe Milton, that throw was there, bro. Look at this boy, Phil Maffa. I like that. Run Maffa. Run Maffa. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that last throw by Joe. That throw was there, man. That he was wide open, Joe. Yeah, I'm so. Hey, Lisa, I'm definitely gonna get that. I'm definitely gonna get that copyright strike. So I'm gonna have to make sure I cut that whole part out. I'm gonna have to. I'll be cutting parts out of this over the next week. Yeah. Yeah, Joe struggling. Yeah, Joe struggling. Calm down, Joe. You have missed because you missed that last throw earlier. That dude was wide open. You can't get any more wide open. Yep, Joe's struggling. But they're going to continue to struggle. They're going to continue to let him struggle. They're going to continue to let him struggle. Oh! Almost got it. Yeah, again, like I said, user PK8. Now you late over here, bro. I've been talking about this thing with Milton. And again, and like I said, people are crazy to think that Mark Vrabel, that if Joe Milton could beat out Dak Prescott, you don't think that Vrabel would have kept Joe Milton? That the whole league wouldn't have said, the Patriots are crazy for getting rid of Joe Milton. The Pittsburgh Steelers would have offered up a first-round draft pick for him. They'd have offered up a first-round draft pick. No doubt in my mind. Brady said, Joe, do you see an angel on the field? Is that what you were throwing to? Kevin Parrish said Joe throwing to Casper. Man, let me tell you. Joe is Trey Lance all over again. Joe is Trey Lance all over again. That's what he is. Joe Milton is Trey Lance all over again. He can throw the ball better than Trey Lance. He can throw, he can throw the ball further than Trey Lance. But I'm not sure he can quarterback better than Trey Lance. It is yet to be seen. My man Poobie D up in the crib. What's going on with you? Ty Howard, what's going on? Miss Matrix, what's going on, my sister? She said, G, this ain't it. How many of y'all been hearing me talk about this? I said, man, how many times did y'all hear me say this? Leave Joe Milton alone. He needs to develop. How many of y'all heard me say this over and over and over? I wish the media would leave Joe Milton alone, because I know what people do. They build you up to tear you down. They'll build you up, put you on a pedestal, and then the moment you start playing bad, they destroy you. Well, why are you destroying him? You the one built him up. Those of us who really understand this game and went back and looked at this dude's draft profile, went back and looked at his college tape, his college history, we knew what he was. It was the people who have the Dak hate-itis. Ooh, Dak bet not get hurt. You're right. Yeah, I 100% agree with you. I agree with you 1,000%. Please, Dak, don't get hurt. Please, Dak, don't get hurt. Yeah, I agree with those people who said that. Don't get hurt. This is not a matter of he's playing with the backups. We're actually noticing he's missing wide open receivers. That's what we're watching. USMC said, sorry, G, Greer's better. It's time to start gearing him up as a backup quarterback. Milton is embarrassing. And I'm going to tell you this. This is one of the reasons why I think you're not going to see Will Grier a lot. Because if you were to see Will Grier, I think people would actually be like, what are y'all doing? Because Will Grier is a better quarterback than Joe Milton. Will Grier right now is a better quarterback than Joe Milton. He may not be a better athlete. He may not have the athleticism. He might can't throw the ball 85 yards. He might can't scramble out of the backfield the same way. I'm not interested in that on my team. Can you quarterback? Can you make the basic throws? I don't want the to the moon missiles. I don't want the to the moon missiles. I don't want that stuff. I want the basic throws. Can you hit a dude open 15 yards down the field? Can you hit a dude 10 yards open down the field? That's all I want to know. All right, so again, the Rams, they got the ball. They're driving on the Cowboys again. Looks like they got an interview going with Jake Ferguson over here. Boy, the last thing we need is another defensive back down. Okay, it's number 20. let's see who this is down here. Okay, that's a Buddy Johnson. Okay, Buddy Johnson. I didn't even, forgive me. I didn't even know he's on the team. Buddy Johnson, okay. $50 million man, I'd be smiling too. I'd be very interested to hear what I'm going to be very interested to hear Brian Schottenheimer come Monday after he's had a chance to sit down and watch the film. Whether we talk about this Monday or Sunday, well, today is Saturday. When they talk about this on Monday, I'm going to be very interested to hear what he has to say. All right, the Rams got the ball. Looks like it's on the Cowboys 34. We may have a false start here. Okay, Cowboys 33. Looks like we have maybe a false. Let's see. Yeah, looks like it's going to go against the Rams. All right. What up, Kippy Gardner? Gandalf's pipe. He said, I thought Joe Milton was the starter. He don't look like it. Well, they hyped this guy up, man. Joe, that's why I keep telling people, leave Joe alone, man. Joe got work, man. He needs a lot of work. Just leave Joe alone. Let Joe develop. Let's stop thinking that if Dak goes down, Joe is going to take us to the doggone. Man, we got to stop this. Obi D said he needs to throw all Hail Marys. Woo! Oh, what concentration. The dude tipped it into his hand. That's Shamar James. Shamar James tipped it into his hands. He had enough concentration to still get it. And he took a big hit. Almost, Shamar James. Almost. What up, Reality Cowboy? Kimmy Gardner, aka Reality Cowboy, says Milton is rubbish. Get him out of get him. I'm telling you, Skippy, people gonna learn fat meat greasy, man. People gonna learn fat meat greasy. I don't proclaim to be an expert. I'm just somebody that has watched football for a long time. And I knew what Joe Milton was, man. The draft profile says it. And this is why I say, I've been saying this. Leave this young man alone. I wish the Dallas media would stop every chance they get. Joe Milton. What do you think about Joe Milton? Joe Milton. Man, leave this dude alone. He got a lot of development to do. Stop trying to make this dude into the starter. Stop trying to create a quarterback controversy. Yeah, Joe Milton. Let me tell y'all, if Joe Milton would have came out here tonight and lit it up, Dak's in trouble. Stop this stuff, man. Stop it. Stu needs work, man. User. Bro, they playing the backups. What are you talking about? User, it's the backup defense. This ain't the Rams starting defense he be playing. Wait. Come on now. Come on, user. Stop it. This ain't their doggone starting. This ain't their starting defense, man. This their backups. Milton playing against 2s and 3s, man. Come on, man. Come on, user. Come on, man. Come on. You gotta stop it, man. You can't even go there with this. CB, what up? He said he not better than Trey. Again, I said it, CB. I think Trey may play better quarterback. This is Trey Lance all over again. Trey Lance bet on himself. I think if Trey stayed here another year, Trey would be better this year. Because I'm going to tell you this. You look pretty good with the Chargers to me. Sunny Days said, yeah, Dak better not get hurt because like Dallas may not have a reliable backup, unfortunately. Sunny Days, I'm laughing when the Cowboys got him. Shady McCoy. Woo! Man. Dak better not go out the game. Yeah, you're right. He better not go out the game. Yeah, you're right. For goodness sake, Dak, please don't go out the game. Joe Milton needs another year or two to develop. It's no big deal. He just needs another year or two to develop. We need Dak to be healthy for the next 3 seasons. Davion Wallace, they've been saying Greer would be the number 2 if needed. Hey, this is what they did to Trey Lance. You think about what they did. It's kind of crazy, Davion, when you think about this is what I think the conversation was. I believe the Cowboys told Cooper Rush, hey, we're going to give Trey Lance an opportunity to be, to challenge Dak or to be the second quarterback. But understand this. Just because you're not playing don't mean he's going to automatically be the backup. If he don't pan out in the preseason, because Trey Lance may be our long-term solution if Dak leaves, you will still be the second string quarterback. And like you're saying, Davion Wallace, they probably had this same conversation with Will Greer. Joe Milton doesn't actually play himself into the second quarterback role. He actually plays himself out of the second quarterback role because that's what Trey Lance did. Trey Lance played himself out of the second quarterback role. That's what happened. But again, he just needs work, man. It just is what it is. And that's why I said, after watching those other quarterbacks, Shedeur Sanders, Jackson Dart, or whatever his name is, watching J.J. McCarthy, you're watching these young quarterbacks, and they're balling. They're balling against backups. They're balling. Joe Milton, second year. Okay, the first couple of drives, okay, maybe he was wired up. What's happened after that? He's missed wide open throws now. We're talking wide open throws. But he needs work. I'm not hating on him. He needs work. But the problem is when you juxtapose that against these people talking about, yeah, Dak better not get hurt and Will Greer is this and that. And the Dallas media, every chance they get, what about Joe Milton? Come on, man. Just leave the dude alone. Let the dude develop, and let's just let this season continue to develop. Let's get Dak Prescott ready. I would love to see Dak Prescott, if possible. I would love to see Dak Prescott play the second game. One quarter, second game. Make sure we got everything in place. And make sure we got everything in place. Nate Thomas, make sure you line a linebacker up over on the side where Nate Thomas is. Keep a backfield in the back if you need to chip or to help block, whatever you need to do. And let Dak play one quarter so he can kind of get some live firing bullets. Now, again, so we just saw Joe Milton. What did I tell y'all? How do you get this dude settled down? Simple. Get him out the pocket. Run the ball. Get him out the pocket. Let him throw some rollouts. Let him have a check down. Get him some easy throws. That's how you get him comfortable. You got to let him try to get his short game right. You got to get him comfortable. And then once you get him comfortable, guess what you can do? Hey, Joe, let's let one loose. We got him on the short game. Let's let one loose. That's how you do this. I like the work Phil Moffitt is getting tonight. I definitely like the work Phil Moffitt is getting tonight. I hope he gets some more work in the second game. Miss Major said, could it be our organization as a whole, G? Front office down to coaching, because Milton looked a little better before he got here, and now Trey Lance look better now that he's gone. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I can't argue with you on that point because Trey Lance, like I said, he looked pretty darn good. That's a hard throw right there. Look who's sitting up there with Steven. Emmitt Smith up there with old Steven. That's a hard throw right there. That's one of those passes that requires a really good touch. Woo! Now, a lot of people didn't believe me last year. Didn't believe me either. And they were all in their feelings because I talked about that Buffalo game that Joe Milton played. And a lot of people don't realize in that Buffalo game that Joe Milton played. Okay, what they get him for? A face mask? Let me see. A lot of people don't realize, I tried to explain this to people, that the Buffalo Bills took that game as a bye week. It was the Patriots that came out playing for real. And the Patriots are dumb to me. Why would you go out playing like that knowing doggone well you trying to get draft? I'm sorry. You're trying to get draft picks and you're like knocking yourself further down. But again, people act like Joe Milton went out there and beat the Buffalo. And I explained this in the video. Y'all are liars. Joe Milton went out there playing against a team that was literally just taking a bye week. And the Buffalo game. Man, this dude looked better in that Buffalo game against the Buffalo Bills than he does in this preseason game. And the reason being is because the Buffalo Bills basically went on bye week. It's crazy. Ryan R. said our problems are right now are deeper than Milton. Well, Ryan R., I think you make a point. Maybe it's a microcosm of the problem that let me say it like this. I think where we are, anybody remember me saying this? New coach, new coaching staff, new team. You got to get all of this stuff acclimated. And like I said, people talking Super Bowl. And like I said, that's a Herculean effort for a brand new coach because of everything that you're installing. So when you think about all of that, I think it's going to take the Cowboys some more time to get the mix together. I don't think they're going to have a problem when Dak hits the field. When Dak hits the field with CD, Pickens, Turpin. No, they're gonna just be. I think they're gonna be off the chain. But where I'm still concerned is the defense. I'm still concerned with the defense. I just don't think the Cowboys have solidified the defense yet because, again, the 3 one-techs that we're going to actually have playing one-tech for us, they didn't look too good to me tonight. They just didn't look too good to me. All right, the Rams are driving again. The Rams looks like right at about the Cowboys 12, end of the third quarter. Let's kind of look at the box score. Boy, that was a rough quarter right there. Sheesh. That was a rough quarter. That was a rough quarter for the Cowboys. Woo! 264 total yards for the Rams, 160 passing yards, 104 rushing yards. They're at 5.4 yards a play. Whew, man. That's tough. Let's kind of look over here at Phil Maffer real quick. Really interested to see what he's been doing. Phil Maffer has quietly, I guess, kind of had a pretty good game, if you ask me. Joe Milton is 13 of 24, 87 yards, 1 interception. Phil Maffer, 9 of 36, 4 yards a carry. Probably live with that. Deuce Vaughn, 2 carries, 11 yards, 5.4 yards per carry. Jalen Cropper, 4 yards. Jalen Brooks, 2 for 26, receiving. Ryan Flanoy, 1 for 20. I really wish they would use him a little bit more. And then I'm really confused. Where in the heck is Trayshawn Holden? Him and Joe Milton have had a crazy connection during the training camp. He's not even on here nowhere.
Oh yeah, steam time! If Demodex mites are partying,
Which may be telling us something about the Cowboys' depth chart. I want to see what they do by the second game. Trayshawn Holden could actually turn. We'll see if he turns into a practice squad player for the Cowboys.
That cause Demodex blepharitis, a common eyelid disease. Avoid touching the tip of the bottle to your eye or other surfaces to minimize contamination.
Trayshawn Holden. I don't know what's going on. I'm surprised he hadn't played tonight.
In clinical trials, the most common side effects were stinging.
Jalen Cropper, I'm telling you, every single year, Jalen Cropper is good in the preseason, and he just, for whatever reason, he just doesn't make it. But again, and I was actually tripping on the fact that Cowboys cut Paris Campbell.
No matter if you're tailgating or watching,
I don't know if y'all knew that Paris Campbell got cut.
All tailgating deserves Pepsi.
Yeah, he don't.
The rushing champ in the house.
He got cut.
Here at SoFi Stadium.
Is that apple juice he's drinking?
I believe it is.
Yeah. Love apple juice.
Nah, Joe Stats. I ain't gonna give this one to you. You have 3 preseason games, Joe. Let's understand what we're saying. You have 3 preseason games.
Somebody that's still.
You've already played this same team, Joe Stats. You played this same team in a scrimmage.
Not just the running.
It's not the score, Joe.
As long as he did, as many
let's understand what we're saying.
Now when you see how few of the
it's not the score that is concerning. It's not the score for me that's concerning.
Down here in the red zone now, you want to see what your D-line
Let's see this next play.
Can they elicit some pressure? Can your DBs cover?
3rd and 1.
And Bennett will.
Oh, nice little fake there.
Mark Redmond and get the first
they
down.
pick it up. Rams are at 5. Nice little fake by the Rams. Now, Joe, let's get this part right. And let's be honest here. No, don't try to tell us we don't know what we're watching. We know exactly what we're watching.
All day long.
Now let's go back again so we can understand what we're watching.
Get a little bit nosy, starting to want to get
Brian Schottenheimer, Joe, said he was going to run a very vanilla game plan. I said from the outset that means he's throwing the game. Or he's basically saying if we don't win the game, don't be tripping because we're not trying to win the game. He said this. It's player evaluation. So, Joe, let's talk football. Let's stop talking this preseason talk. Let's talk football now.
2 guys for the Cowboys that did a really good job.
So what do I want to see if I'm going vanilla, Joe?
To play back inside.
Where is the energy? Where's all the energy the Cowboys were doing in OTAs and training camps? Where's all that energy everybody was talking about and we were talking about and we were excited about? We saw it in the OTAs. We saw it in the training camp. You know the first time we didn't see it? When they played the Rams in the scrimmage. And the thing that we were tripping on in the Rams scrimmage, we were tripping on.
See if we can track him down.
The lack of physicality by the Cowboys.
Right over here.
The Rams overpowered the Cowboys in that scrimmage.
Inside has forced the holding
with
running back has
with
to
starters
now. Who's coming inside?
Now Dak CD
Houston right there.
Pickens,
Looked like he might have hyperextended
Turpin,
his knee right there.
carved him up.
Trust me, the running back felt his presence.
Couldn't move the ball running. Couldn't stop the run. That was starters. We come into a scrimmage.
High snap.
And if we're saying that we're going vanilla,
down to the 9-yard line,
what are we looking for, Joe? Fundamentals then. That's what really vanilla is. I want fundamentals. I want energy, intensity, tackling, discipline. Do you know your assignment, where you're supposed to be? Can the quarterback, I'm not asking the quarterback to run a double reverse, flea flicker, Hail Mary, Statue of Liberty. I'm not asking him to run that. But what I do want
A lot of these guys
is I want,
there's a ton of injuries in that defensive back.
can we make open throws?
Very instrumental to finding out who can be that
can
guy
he
that can
hit
step
the
up
receivers
before
that are
the
open?
season presents itself.
And into the
Another
end zone
touchdown by
goes
the
Cody
Rams.
Schrader.
Can he hit open receivers? Can he read the defense?
9-yard touchdown pass from Stetson
can he make
Bennett to Cody
touch
Schrader,
throws? I know he can
and
throw
the
80, but
Rams
can he throw
extend the
8
lead.
I believe
and
he
get a
ran
first
nice
down?
Little arrow route right here. Got Shamar James. Got
Can
his
we
hips
run
open
the
to
ball?
sideline.
I
As soon
want
as
to
you
know
open your hips
this
to the
even
sideline,
from my
that running back's
backups,
gonna go right across
because
the
your
front of your
backups,
face
while
mask.
they may be
Harder you get
backups
your
for a
foot in
reason,
the ground,
as
harder you get your
BK
hips turned back
Cowboys say,
around. There's just
but
not a lot of
understand
room
this,
down in the red zone. Things
they're going to
happen
probably
relatively
wind up
quick.
playing at some point.
Be good for him to go back and review. Go back
Some
and
of
be
these
more
people are
technically
going to
sound.
contribute.
So
They
Josh
are.
Carty
They're
is
going
on
to
for the
contribute.
extra point.
And why are we saying it's just preseason? Now, we can't keep making this excuse simply because
And
I'm
it is
saying,
good. And the Cowboys
well, don't the
fall
Rams know it's
behind
preseason too?
24-6 here early in the fourth quarter.
They're not playing starters.
Around every turn at the
Playing backups.
With never before seen
We
games
say,
like Hot Wheels Victory Lap.
yeah, they're backups. Yeah, they're playing
Brand new
backups
menu
too.
items
And we're getting,
turbocharged chicken fighters.
it's not the score.
And a nationwide race with players
We're getting
across the country.
out physical,
Zoom
out
up the new
executed.
leaderboard and race toward exclusive
We're
prizes
getting
before they
beat
race off without you.
in the fundamentals.
So have those engines and win on
That's
all
the concern.
cylinders at the all-new Dave & Buster's.
Tell me what the Rams are doing that's exotic. I can give you this in a scrimmage. Joe Stats, you saying none of our starters. Their starters aren't playing. Are we getting this? You act like the Rams starters are playing and ours are not. That argument don't hold water. I want my backups to beat your backups. Period in the story.
Getting around this endless summer heat.
I want to know what my second line is.
Save for as long as summer goes.
I want to know what my second line of defense is. I want to know what my second team offense is. I want to know what they are, because at any moment they could be thrust into action. I want to know what they are, bro. What are you talking about?
More than $450 a year.
No, they're playing their backups too. Let's stop acting like they're not playing their backups. They are.
Energy for everything.
What's been going on?
Mills 36. He said we better than the Rams. We spoke to 43. Bad staff without protection can't move. Relax, folks. Hey, Mills 36, I'm gonna tell you something.
Breathing exercises. Inhale, exhale.
Enjoy the new car.
Okay, thanks.
Deal so right,
The Rams are
almost
different,
feels
bro.
wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
The Rams,
Palisade for 0%
hey,
APR plus no payments
the
for
Rams
90
are different.
days, or lease for $389
The
a month.
Rams
Hurry in
almost
today.
took out. The Rams almost. All right, let me see. Something's come off mute. Okay, hold on. The Rams almost took out the Eagles. The Rams almost took out the Eagles. No, man, we can't make this excuse, man. Somewhere, man, we're wanting to see progress. Do we not realize we're about 3 weeks out from playing the Philadelphia Eagles? You got to know what these guys are, man. They're our backups, boy. They need a lot of work. Joe Stats, I can agree with you on this. But I don't know if I agree with you on this. But I say this: he's not going to be a starter. He's not going to be a starter anytime soon. I don't believe he's going to be a starter anytime soon unless something happens. Yeah, I agree. We've been talking about this already. That's the whole point. Mills said our offense is a super team. Yeah, I agree with you. We got a very good first team. My concern is our second team. My concern is, Mills 36, 3 of the one techs that are going to play for us played tonight, and they were getting mauled by the second team. Yeah, those one techs we saw out there were not backups. Mozzie Smith, Toya, backup. Perry and Winfrey, backup. But Mozzie's a starter. Man, they was running all through the A-gap zones. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not worried about our first team. Our first team is going to be fine. But the preseason, again, Joe, I'm not worried about the score. I'm not worried about us getting beat. I'm worried about what I'm seeing from these guys who are supposed to be the backups. They're going to have to play. I'm just telling you. They're going to have to play at some point this season. And we have to be understanding what we have. Carolina Cowboys said he can't watch Joe Milton. Basil said, looks like same old Cowboys to me. Forget about Milton. I don't think we'll look like the same old Cowboys once Dak and these guys start playing. But I will say this. We got to get a one tech. I'm just telling you. They played all 3 of the one techs tonight, and they got beat by the backups. No, you got to get some. They got to get a one tech. I'm just telling us. They got to get a one tech. JC, what's going on? JCT Slice. He said, salute G. Now, he said, I would argue that most of the defense should be watched, to be honest. Joe Milton is overrated. He said, but I don't say that to throw shade. It's the Dak haters who hype him up to be the overtaker. That's all they've been doing. They've been hyping him up this entire training camp. And all they were saying, I'm excited to see Joe Milton tonight. Know what I mean? I was excited to see Phil Maffa because I already knew what Joe Milton was. Joe Milton needs a lot of work. And I had said it before, he was starting to sound like Trey Lance all over again. Miss Matrix, yeah. At the end of Miss Matrix, that's the one place, Miss Matrix, while we keep saying, yeah, there's backups and it's preseason. Well, when you put your starting one tech out there, I'm sorry, he should not be getting manhandled by the second team. He shouldn't be getting manhandled by the second team's left guard. No, they're the second team. Basil, he said the defense still sucks. Secondary is a problem. Still can't stop the run. Time to get a one tech. We got to get a one tech. I do think we need to consider bringing in Stephon Gilmore, even though somebody said that Stephon Gilmore got signed by Miami. I do think that what's her name, Kyrie Elam, is going to be fine. DeRon Bland, I think he'll be signed too. Let's see. Looks like Stephon Gilmore. I don't see anything yet. I think he's still out there. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, Leandrew Sim, this is what I was saying all along, man. Milton just needs a lot of work. And anybody who's been following me, I've been saying this. I said, man, just leave this dude alone. Stop asking. In the media, Joe Milton. Leave this dude alone. Yeah, sorry about that, Brian Worley. Yeah, I'm just like, leave this dude alone, man. This dude needs to develop. Bottom line, he needs to develop. Leave him alone. Let's just see what he does. Sorry about that, Caitlin Lockhart. I got a new setup finished this weekend. I got to work out some of the kinks. Y'all forgive me. My man Chanel, you can't handle the truth is in here. What's going on? He said, as I stated over and over to you, G, before these hires, that we should have hired Robert Saleh and Steve Wilkes. This defense looks the same as it was under Dan Quinn. That for me is a problem. Chanel, I ran us through this. I do want to see what we look like with the starters. But I'm telling us, man, boy, that bend don't break defense unless you got super studs. That thing look trash. I don't care if you got starters. That thing looks like trash if you ain't got super studs out there. All right, let's see here. Looks like Joe Milton is still in the game. And again, it looks like the Cowboys may let Joe Milton play himself out of the second team quarterback rather than letting Will Grier compete for the second team quarterback. Oh, Milton, no, don't do that, bro. Don't do that, Milton. Run out of bounds, bro. You don't need to be trying to go head up with no cornerback. Nah, don't do that, bro. All right, let's see. The Cowboys are in scoring. Look like it was a turnover, I guess. Okay, number 31. Uh-oh, Malik Davis is in the game. Malik Davis is in the game with a nice run. Okay, I see Malik Davis on about the 2.5 yard line somewhere in there. All right, let's see if we can get Phil Moff in here to punch it in. I'm going to be very interested to hear what Brad Schottenheimer says in the post. We the boys. He said we better not compare Dak to Milton again. He said we better not do it. Okay, Phil Moffett, they tried to get him up in there. Couldn't make it. This is one of these plays right here. I would run Joe Milton on a bootleg. I'd give him a check down in front of him, and I'd give him a safety valve in front of him. He can either throw it in front of him, or if he got like a small quarterback in front of him one-on-one, he could either fake him and dive in. This is what I would do. I would do a bootleg right here. It's a lot of congestion on these dropbacks. Oh, false start. See, and this is what I'm saying right here. This is what you're looking for in the preseason. Even in this first game, you're kind of looking at what is your team? What's the discipline like? Because, again, you're looking at guys who could potentially play. All right, so Christian at left tackle. Okay, so the Cowboys took themselves out of 2nd and 2 to 3rd and 7. Oh, nice throw, Joe. Nice throw in the corner of the end zone. Nice throw. Okay, Farewell. Okay, to check and see who that was. All right. Nice. Nice throw. Nice throw. Okay, Trayshawn Holden is out there. All right, 24-12. The Cowboys going for a 2-point conversion on the 2. And they convert. Nice. Okay, Kelly. I'm sorry, some of these players, I'm like looking at these players like, who in the world is okay? Let's see who this is. Where is Kelly? Okay, Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly. Okay, Dallas Free. Okay, rookie. Okay, I see. All right, Josh Kelly, Texas Tech. Okay, I see. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. That was Nate Thomas that went down? Okay, 77 is Charles Sadiq. 77 is Charles Sadiq. I don't think they let Nate Thomas play today. Nate Thomas is Guyton's backup. Big C from Tennessee, what up? Man, what one tech is out there, boy? I don't know who's out there right now. I didn't see it. But the three that they've had out there, man, Mozzie was out there. Mozzie was out there. What's his name? Mozzie was out there. Perrion Winfrey was out there, and Toya. They didn't fare too well to me. Yeah, Chanel, this is kind of what they did with Cooper Rush. Chanel said they know what Will Greer is. That's why they're playing Milton, as he only played 11 college games. That's what a lot of people don't understand, Chanel. He just didn't play a lot of college football. He just needs some work. It is what it is. He just needs a lot of work. Yeah, I hadn't seen anything on that, Nate Smith. I looked it up. I didn't see it. USMC. Now, I'm not tripping so much on the playbook for the offense. I am very sure that Brian Schottenheimer is holding back all the plays for the offense. He holding back all that. Leandro Sims, he said they've done this man a disservice by not telling him the truth. He's not ready. Nah, he's not ready. And the crazy thing is, again, when I started hearing all this Brett Favre talk, I'm like, man, settle down, bro. Stop doing this stuff. Bazooka Joe, Rocket Joe. Shut up, man. Leave this dude alone. Let this dude develop, man. We don't need all this. Again, I'm not concerned about the Cowboys starting offense. They are going to put up major points on teams. I'm not worried about the offense. Cowboys are going to be great. Where I'm concerned is the defense. I'm very concerned about the defense, especially seeing not only seeing the one techs out there today getting ran through in the A gaps, also seeing some of the guys who could possibly be playing cornerback. Outside of Savon Revel Jr. and Kyrie Elam, who's the third cornerback? That's where I'm concerned. That is exactly where I'm concerned. One tech, cornerback, very, very concerned. Very, very concerned. Shotty's Bernard says Shotty won't make it through halftime if the defense ain't on any illegal substance week 1. Woo, man. Yeah. But again, I'm not worried about the Cowboys. They're going to be able to score points. Point blank, the Cowboys will be able to score points. George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb's going to make this thing look different. They are. Turpin is going to make this thing look different, playing more. It's going to look different. I'm not concerned. I'm nowhere near concerned about this. They are running through the heart of that Cowboys offense, man. I mean, defense. Who's number 32? Man, Schrader is shredding the Cowboys. I think another thing about the Cowboys, too, is I think the Rams just seem to be a little bit more energized. I'm sure, we're saying it's preseason. Ooh, man, who is this dude, Schrader? He just hitting the Cowboys for 10 a pop. Kevin Parrish said Casper wasn't open that time. He found a open receiver. Woo! Yeah, don't worry about it, Miss Matrix. Again, he told us already he wasn't going for the gusto. He said it was going to be a vanilla game. And so I'm just grading this game not off of a win or a loss. That's not where I'm grading it. Where I'm grading this game off of is exactly what he said. It's a player evaluation game. Well, if I'm looking at player evaluation, then I'm a little bit concerned. Leandrew Sims, I'm with you. I hope they stop talking about the backup quarterback. Yeah, USMC, I think this is where they've been trying to get him. Joe Milton's got to understand, man, nobody cares, and this is what they've been talking up with Joe Milton. Oh, the 65-yard bomb to Brooks. Oh, they was right about it. Man, come on, man. It was amazing to me that he would throw a 65-yard bomb and the media would go crazy. Dak Prescott would throw a 50-yard bomb and nobody would say a word. Who cares? Who cares how far you can throw it? Can you play quarterback in this league? He needs a lot of work. These are backups he's playing against. Needs a lot of work. I think these are the third stringers. I think I think these are third stringers for the Rams and the Cowboys. Some of the Cowboys too. Chanel, I did a whole expose on this. This defense to me, Chanel, sounds a lot like Dan Quinn, and it is predicated upon bend don't break, and it's also predicated upon the offense being able to score points, putting teams in position. Because if your offense can score points, you put a team in position to where they aren't going to run the ball. And then if they're not going to run the ball, because you have your pass rushers as a strength, then you can tee off on them. So we got work to do. I want to see what we look like in the second game. Whoo, boy, Big C from Tennessee. Boy, man, it's going to be even tougher against the doggone, what's the name, the Ravens. But again, it's not the score I'm worried about. It's not the score. It's just some of the lack of, you can see like the lack of discipline you saw, the 8 penalties. I'm sure Brian's going to be very concerned about that. I guarantee you, I won't be surprised if he talks about maybe a lack of effort, a lack of energy. I'm not going to be surprised if I hear stuff like that being said. Because again, when you talking about the cornerback position, man, these are people that are supposed to be helping us play. We don't have no cornerbacks past Elam and Bland. Them guys were out there today. Man, I hope the Cowboys go sign Gilly. Because I kind of said I thought they would probably evaluate this game right here. Woo, wide open. I didn't even think they were doing that dance no more. Didn't think they were doing that dance no more. Nice play design. Nice play design. How do you get that wide open? Sheesh. Now again, I don't care if it's the preseason. You don't want to see this. You don't want your second team getting beat by another team's second team. I think we're down to the third teams now, though. Man. Boy. I'm not distraught again because Joe Milton is not the starting quarterback. We'll have George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb out there. I saw them against the Rams in that scrimmage, and Dak Prescott was getting whatever he wanted on the Rams. So even with Verse out there, he was getting whatever he wanted. So I'm not worried from the Cowboys offense standpoint. But again, I definitely want to hear what Brian talks about as it pertains to effort. That's where I'm going to be tonight. Effort, energy, discipline, Because in a vanilla game, that's what you're looking for. USMC said, wow, nobody around. Just break it into someone's car. All right, let's see. Okay, it looks like they're gonna go ahead and let Will get the whole night. I mean, not Will, they're gonna let Joe Milton get the whole night tonight. All right, so what I'm gonna do after this, guys, I'm gonna probably go and take a break. And then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back with an after show somewhere around 10:30 or 11. I'm gonna do a Cowboys post-game show. Kind of get my thoughts together, kind of read some stuff from X. Because I'm definitely interested in all these people that were talking about Joe Milton. Matter of fact, let me peek over here right now. Yep. Looks like I'm seeing some people already. Wait a minute. Boy, we got people out here clouded, boy. Wait a minute. Boy, wait till I show y'all this. Boy, wait till I show y'all this, boy. We got people over here clouding Joe Milton. OX. Boy, wait till the next commercial break, boy. All right, that throw right there, a little bit high, but hey, I have a firm belief. You get your hands on the ball, you catch it. Oh, Lyle Collins. I see him. Bro, wait, JoJo. He said Joe Milton thumb is hurt. Oh, wait till I show y'all this thing over here. Jay Tuck posted on X. Boy, I'm over here rolling. Okay, who is this? Carson? Wait a minute, is that? Oh, no, that's Malik Davis. That's Malik Davis, I think, Brandy. Why isn't Jerry Jones? Man, you can't let, I'm sorry, you can't let anybody, you can't just let anybody. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, we must be behind. What happened? Joe got hit or something? Uh-oh. Hold on. What happened? Did he fall down or something? Let me go back. Let me see. Wait a minute. Where did he get? He didn't even get hit. Wait a minute. What? Wasn't that a handoff? Wait a minute. Did I miss something? I'm missing something. Oh, Will Greer. Will Greer from the comeback with a 5-minute comeback. Boy, let me tell y'all something, man. Boy, I got something to show y'all over here on X that's gonna have y'all roll. Boy, y'all about to be rolling. Boy, y'all about to be rolling. What the heck happened? Nah, ain't no point going back in, Joe. Ain't no point going back in. It's only 4 minutes to go, man. 4:55. You're gonna play the next whole. You'll probably let you play the whole game next game. Shoot, Malik Davis got some pep in his step. Boy, y'all finna laugh. Boy, y'all finna laugh so hard, y'all ain't gonna know what to do. Okay, so he must have hurt himself on that throw. Shoot, Will Greer I can run too. Watch Will Greer come in here and throw a touchdown. Watch him. Yeah, y'all might need to get that X-rayed, bro. Yeah, everybody's trying to get up out of there now. Boy, I'm about to show y'all something. Boy, y'all about to be crying before we get up out of here, boy. Okay, Joe trying to get back in the game? Shoot, Joe said he trying to get every rep he can get. Film off on the screen. Let's see if they let Will Greer stay in. They kind of on a roll. Okay, they're gonna let Will Greer continue to stay in the game. Cowboys look like they're about it. They're on the Rams 12-yard line. They knocking on the door. Will Greer in the shotgun, back to pass. Oh, he throws it up in the corner. Oh! Oh! Ooh. You almost got him. That was Kelly. Almost got him. Joe, you're not going back in, bro. Just chill, man. Just chill. Will Greer's about to get this touchdown. Okay, Will Greer in the gun again. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. They are on the Rams 12. Let's see what Will Greer can do. Can he get him in? Will Greer drops back, steps up, dumps it off to Malik Davis. Looks like about a 3-yard gain. Oh, no. I think Will Greer might have had one in that end zone, y'all. I think Will Greer might have had him one. But I guess Will said he ain't played the whole day, so he don't want to take no chance. I think he might have had him one. I think this may be 4-down territory for the Cowboys, guys. It's 31-14. I'm not bringing Brandon Aubrey out to kick this thing. Go on and put this thing in here, Will Greer. Let's see what we got here. Will Greer, shotgun again. Looks like they're about the 8-yard line. Uh-oh, low snap. Will Greer gets it off the ground, steps up. Will Greer on the run. Will Greer! Touchdown. I'm telling y'all. Shoot. Wait a minute. Will Greer out here dancing. Hold on a second. Will Greer said,
put some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all say my name, put some respect on it.
Man, I'm telling y'all Will Greer can play, man. I'm telling y'all they better not let Will Greer play in this preseason. It will be blatantly apparent to everybody watching Will Greer should probably be the second quarterback. I've been saying this. I've been had the same energy from the beginning. Will Greer can play. I'm just telling us. Will Greer can play, y'all. I'm telling us straight up. He can play. Will Greer came in here with a different type of energy, too. Man says,
put some respect on my name.
Will Greer said, come on, man. I'm going to score in garbage time. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm telling you, Broadway Joe. I'm telling you, man, Will Greer can play this thing, man. Will Greer can play this game. He can. Okay, Chanel, you said he got hit after he threw the pass because I was wondering. We'll see what he do next. All right, hold on a sec. Boy, I'm finna show. Boy, I'm gonna show y'all something. Let's see if I think they're gonna try the onside kick. They might as well. Boy, I'm gonna show y'all something about to have y'all rolling over here on X, man. I'm sorry. I'm over here looking. Oh, I'm over here looking at this, just crying, laughing, boy. This is crazy. All right, but wait a minute. You have to don't you have to tell the other team that you're gonna run a onside? It's not even possible to run an onside kick, is it? Unless you tell the other team. Is that not what it is? Okay, so the Cowboys are going to rely on the defense to try to get this next stop. We'll see what happens. Oh, okay. I'm going to see if they're going to go to, boy, if they go to a conversion over 50 seed. Boy, this is crazy what they do. They over here clowning Joe Milton over on X, bro. This is why I tell y'all. I tell y'all this, man. Don't let people build you. They build you so they can kill you. Don't let people build you, man. They'll talk you up and tear you down. No. Hey, USMC, I've been saying it. Greer can play this game, man. He can play this game. I'm telling you. Robert Simmons, I'll be honest with you. I think he is too. I just think he's a better quarterback. I think Joe is a better physical guy than he is, but I think he's a better quarterback. Chanel said Joe is done. Put him on ice till next preseason. Put him on ice till next preseason. Telling us, man. Yeah, I saw it, Moose. When Greer got in, it was a different type of game. Yeah, I see it. Yeah. USMC also says the game, the motivation level of players and defense. Yeah. Superstar status says exactly. I've been saying the same thing, G, but I got laughed at and called Milton a Milton hater, and I was like, how when Greer been balling before Milton been signed? Man, Greer can play, man. I've been saying this dude can play. He can play. I would be more comfortable as Will Greer being the backup quarterback if something happened than Joe Milton. I'm telling you, boy, these people on X, boy, they are ruthless, man. All right, Dallas Cowboys 2025 schedule. I am so excited about this Eagles game. I believe the Cowboys, by the time the Cowboys get to the Commanders, I believe the Cowboys will probably be somewhere around 5-1 or 4-2. The Bears are having all kinds of problems with Caleb Williams. I think the Cowboys get over the hump with the Green Bay Packers. The only game I could possibly see us losing is the Eagles. I'm not worried about the Cowboys as far as scoring points with our starters. I'm not worried. Man, I would love to see Will Greer get the ball back one more time, but I don't think it's going to happen. All right, this is a 2-minute warning. Boy, I'm going to show y'all something that's about... Boy, I'm about to show y'all something about to have y'all rolling. These people, boy, these people are ruthless, man. So I want you to see what Jay Tuck posted over here on X. Jay Tuck posted over here on X. This is crazy. Look at this. So somebody posted over on X. Jay Tuck posted Joe Milton. Bro, look at this skit. This is insanity. Watch this. This is insanity times 12. Let me get it back to the start. Let me see if we get some sound on this. Boy, this is infinity times 12, y'all. Check this out.
What the hell? Why are you throwing it so hard for? Catch the ball. Then what you mean? I'm just right here. You didn't have to throw it that hard. Hit. What the fuck? I'm right here.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. I wish I could have bleeped that out.
Nobody even on me.
Boy, these people crazy.
Why you throwing it so hard for? Catch the ball. Then what you mean? I'm just right here. You didn't have to throw it that hard.
Hey, people crazy. What are people crazy? Boy. Oh. Boy, these people crazy, boy. They over here now. Boy, they over here on X roasted. Now they roasted him. Boy, they over here roasted this dude on X, boy. They talking about this is Joe Milton when he throw. What
the fuck?
People crazy. Boy, these people over here crazy, boy. They are crazy, man. I'm telling you, X is crazy. They are crazy. See, now, this is what happens, man. This is what happens. Boy, everybody be talking you up, and then you mess around and, whoo, boy. Boy. Cowboy, look at Cowboy fans talk. Cowboy fans talk, he own it. Cowboy fans talk, put some respect on.
You understand me? When y'all say my name, put some respect on it.
Cowboy fan talk said, put some respect on Dak's name.
Put some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all say my name, put some respect on it.
Put some respect on this man's name. Tired of every time a quarterback step up in Dallas, he gonna take Dak Prescott's spot. Stop it. Stop it. Uh-oh. Tackle the Cowboy. Tackle the Cowboy said, Joe Milton is going to put pressure on Dak Prescott. No, he's not. Boy, I'm telling you, this is how people do, man. This is why I said leave Joe Milton alone. Joe Milton needs work, man. It's obvious he needs work. But then you got these Dak haters. Oh, Dak bet not get hurt. Woo! Please. Marcus Mosher said biggest winners losers for the first half of the Cowboys preseason game. Maurice Leofau, Phil Maffa, he said losers, us for having to watch. Woo, boy, this is crazy. Woo. Oh, man, Foots the King, he said we can definitely trash Joe Milton. He said, I'm cool with that, but none of these guys look good. Play calling and design has been terrible. They already said it was going to be vanilla. I'm very confident that Brian Schottenheimer is going to be fine during the season with Dak Prescott and those guys. But, man, I'm telling you, boy, they going to be roasting. They are going to be roasting. They are going to be roasted, I'm telling you. They are going to be roasted, Joe Milton, boy. I'm not. I'm just going to keep saying what I've been saying. Joe Milton's not ready. He needs a lot of work, and it's going to take more than the preseason to get Joe Milton ready. I'm sorry. It's going to take more than the preseason. Joe Milton needs a season of sitting behind Dak Prescott, playing scout team, watching this game behind a true veteran. I mean, he was missing some very bad throws. Just missing. Just missing. All right, guys, that's the ball game. That is the ball game. Boy, that doggone play right there had me crying, boy. That play, them dudes on that skit had me crying, boy. They crazy. They are crazy. All right, let me read some of these super chats. Boy, these people are crazy over on X, man. Just clowning this man now. USMC, he said, gee, I'm sorry. He said, but Greer's better. It's time to start gearing him up as the backup quarterback. Milton is embarrassing. Appreciate that super chat. He's just not ready. They're going to let him play the entire preseason, I believe, though. I think they're trying to fast track him and get him ready. But I just don't think he's going to be. I just think Joe needs more time. I hope he's not seriously injured. Star Guardian said Milton is going to call some wide receivers to not. He going to call some wide receivers not to make the team. Boy, Byron Joe DeVee. Appreciate you. He said we saw flashes of Greer back in 2020. Yup. Will Greer can play. I'm just telling us he can play. Straight up, he can play. Bruce, he said, a lifetime as a Cowboys fan, and I'm on the edge of giving up while they screwing over Greer. He said, dang, Jerry and Coach Eminem. He said, Coach Eminem. He said, Coach Eminem. Boy, I give up, Bruce. Boy, I give up. Boy, I give up. He said, Coach Eminem. Boy, I give up. All right. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go eat. I'm pretty sure there are going to be some press conferences. We're going to let them press conferences roll. And then we're going to come back tonight, probably around 11 o'clock. We'll probably do Cowboys After Dark. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be talking tonight. I'm going to come back on Cowboys After Dark, man, and we're going to recap some of this stuff. Man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Oh, I'm sorry. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Boy, I'm about to cut so much of this stuff out, man, on the copyright. Boy, they probably done hit me already with copyrights. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. Boy, y'all the best chat over YouTube, boy. Y'all had me rolling today. Boy, I'm telling you, boy, that skit is crazy, man. That skit is crazy. Chanel said free agent 1 text. Calais Campbell. The Dolphins cut Calais Campbell already? Calais Campbell, Naquan Jones, Jeremiah Ledbetter, Jonathan Allen. Chanel, do not forget Christian Wilkins. I'm just saying. Christian Wilkins. Shoot, he weird. He may have to be a Dennis Rodman of the team. But tell him to, no more trying to kiss nobody on the forehead. He might be hey, I'm just saying. The real Daryl, the media hype came from the Cowboys and fans that fell for the toe of Milton. Real Daryl, I kept telling people. They wouldn't listen. It is what it is. I kept telling people. Superstar status said if Greer can get the ball back, it probably would be a little or no time left, unfortunately. Yeah, I would have liked to see him get that last drive. Miss Majors, you talk about that skit. Boy, Miss Majors had me rolled on that skit. Jay Tuck got me rolling, posted that one. Chanel said other defensive tackles with expiring contracts include Benning, Leaky Fotu, and Deshaun Hand. Yeah. Yeah, Boo said he threw the ball. He threw the ball hard for no reason. Antoine said Joe shouldn't play no more this preseason or season. He ain't ready, period. No, Antoine Jones, he ain't ready. He ain't ready, man. He ain't ready. All right, man, I'm going to go take a break. We're going to be back tonight. Chanel, man, make sure you come back tonight, man. Hit that notification bell. Chanel said, the same people that were bigging up Milton is now sitting in the back of the movie. Sitting at the back of the movie theater ready to butter popcorn. Boy, people thought Joe Milton was going to come out and blow it up today. They did. BK Cowboy fan, yes, sir. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate y'all. We talk facts. Boy, these people crazy. Woo! Yeah. David said he need a contract, Gwen Bowden. He got a contract. He said, I'm here to stay. I appreciate y'all.